I try to build you up, you threw those stones back at me. You think that money alone's the root of being happy, happy. You're too pretentious, subconscious pride and drive. Mercedes, always on her, but I doubt you've looked in the mirror lately. I know the mirror would say, who are you anyway? Who are you anyway? Who are you anyway? Are you sure that we met? I don't recognize that face. Who are you anyway? Who are you anyway? Who are you anyway? Who are them people that you travel with? Those are the types you used to this. What are those habits you picked up? Your nose is made for breathing. Schedule all fucked up with them days you train for sleep. I tried to build you up, you threw them stones back at me. You think that money alone's the root of being happy, happy. You're too pretentious, subconscious pride and driving. Mercedes, always done up, but I doubt you looked in the mirror lately. I know the mirror would say, who are you anyway? Who are you anyway? Who are you anyway? Who are you anyway? Who are you
And that was a new tune from the very successful and popular artist Rory, featuring Leon Thomas. Who are you? Anyways,
exactly.
Available now. I think I've annoyed you guys between Patreon and all our other content of promoting the song, but this is the first time we're talking about it on the actual episode.
I keep asking you, how much trouble are you in with the label? It's you and Bruno Mars. I don't know who's in more trouble. Bruno doing songs with everybody. You know what I'm saying? He back to wearing the cowboy hat.
I had a backlog on some of my paperwork to actually get the royalties for songs from the last album.
Mm-hmm.
And because it was delayed, I was like, oh, it's cool that I left that alone. Now I'll just get a bigger check because it's been on backlog. That shit was like $1,100.
Yeah. New single available now on your DSPs. Rory featuring the super talented Leon Thomas. Who are you anyway? Go stream that. Available on all your DSPs right now. Support Rory.
While they're listening to this, it already happened, but recording this on February 6th, Leon Thomas is doing Stephen Colbert tonight.
Fire.
Hey.
So like you figure he probably changed his entire set from Mutt Records. He's just gonna do this just to plug the right. You'd assume
naturally.
Yeah.
Right now he's rehearsing.
Nobody wants to hear Mutt, even though
nobody. It just
top 100 on Billboard, Hot 100. Nobody wants to hear that.
But we were talking about that with Doechii, and I think that's great with Leon too. I love that the industry is now realizing that post-promotion is so important. Like first week is whatever.
Yeah.
Mutt's been out for a minute. You just got to keep working a record. Now it's in the Hot 100 as it deserves to be.
Absolutely.
So congrats to Leon for that being there.
The real song of the year.
My record?
Well, the year just started, so technically.
I don't know. I feel like there's probably been... What's come out this year so far?
Nothing.
Nothing really. Blicksome remix.
I hate that record.
What? How do you hate that record?
All right, my bad. I don't hate that. I hate that message.
Blicksome if you love me, hit something if you love me. Better not put nobody but your ops above me. Passy princess when I slide through, know them niggas ain't on nothing. Classy bitch.
I like Lotto, but I don't
Does
like
that make you an accessory after the fact? Like, I do feel like if a woman sends a man on a dummy mission because she knows he has a fragile ego, and will kill another man just because she wanted to fuck with that dude and now doesn't want to anymore, she should be involved in the case, in my opinion.
Oh, she will be.
Is it a planned assassination?
It's a RICO.
If you think niggas in the hood get assassinated, they get killed. Assassinated and killed are two totally different things. I can promise you none of these blood niggas have been assassinated. Them niggas are killed. It's a difference. Malcolm X was assassinated. Martin Luther King was assassinated. Dawson Jermaine was killed. That nigga was just murdered. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, all right, Tupac.
That was an assassination.
He wasn't assassinated,
anytime
man.
people
That was
say that, I
street
get it
shit.
for what he...
That was gang shit.
What he stood for, yes, I see why people would say Tupac was assassinated.
Okay, if Pac got killed...
It was just some gangbanging shit.
If Pac got killed at the NAACP, like he was giving a speech... Assassinated.
Yeah.
On the strip in Vegas, murdered.
Yeah.
It's a difference. That's all.
So I looked up the definitions of the two, or the difference between the two. Assassination is a type of murder that involves killing a high-profile target, usually for political or ideological reasons. Murder is the unlawful killing of another person. So assassination typically involves a public figure. Murder can be the killing of anyone. I feel like Tupac was assassinated.
Yeah.
No.
That Crip said there's no...
She missed
Crip said there's no way a rapper is going to punch me.
She missed a very important part of the definition. For political...
Or ideological.
Pac was not killed for no political or ideology.
Gang politics. There's no way an active Crip is getting punched by a rapper and living to see the day. That's politics.
Or your ideals of you can't do this or you can't do that. I feel like I don't know. I'm voting assassination.
So you believe Tupac was assassinated?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gang politics.
Okay.
If you get killed for how you feel, for anything you say on this podcast, that's an assassination. Because your ideals that you're spewing, other people disagree. That would be an assassination.
I think I would have just been killed.
Well, I guess...
Don't be at my funeral tomorrow. I got assassinated.
It would depend your definition of like ideologies. Like if you spilt a drink on me, my ideologies, I don't like that. Now you must die.
No, that's not an ideology.
It's the natural order. You spill a drink on me, you gotta die. You step on my sneakers, gotta die.
I don't make the rules. Yeah. That's the universe.
That was
speaking.
in place before I got here. So, I mean, talk to the people before me. Don't talk to me about it.
Well, I appreciate that you guys are saying I already have Song of the Year, even though you said that in just... New music is coming out. Like, I also want to plug like my peers too. I don't want to just make it a selfish thing. A lot of good music coming out on Friday. Like we all have to stick together.
Your peers or your mentor, because you definitely copying DJ Khaled.
First of all, Khaled's not coming out today, first and foremost.
Oh, okay.
He dropped the trailer. And DJ Khaled, while I do appreciate what he has contributed to the music industry, has not been a mentor of mine. What are you trying to get at?
I'm just saying, I feel like you the R&B DJ Khaled, allegedly. So
I'm not the R&B DJ.
But that's what you're trying to be.
I can see it.
You're not singing on that album. Exactly. So that's what DJ Khaled does.
At least Khaled got dropped from his record.
He writes, he adds production.
Where your drop game at?
Yeah.
I had the new Rory Mole drop on the first one.
That was like one song.
It was the intro, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really like the drop guy. I don't
want to interfere with the art. You want to just kind of just...
I'm going to steal that answer, even though that's not true. I want to make it seem that way. Like, I don't want to mess with...
Whenever you put art into it, you're just like, okay, I
Like, you ever see when people put the parental advisory shit on a beautiful album cover?
Yeah.
Like, why'd you do that? That's kind of me with the drops.
Yeah.
But Khaled didn't start this shit. Like, Clue's been doing this forever.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't rapping. He was talking on it.
Yeah.
Everything recorded. So even though Khaled has done it to the highest level, I wouldn't say he would be my mentor in this entire thing.
It's okay if
but
Khaled is.
I should reach out to my mentor because I think he spent maybe $250,000 on a trailer that got taken down the same fucking day.
We was in here.
Does this mean I win Friday with the compilation album wars?
Oh yeah.
Because I was nervous.
Definitely.
When I was trying to put together my assets for this record that's out today. Then I saw Khaled put out a trailer with Mark Wahlberg that was 7 minutes long where Khaled is running with a suitcase full of money. I was like, oh, I'm fucked.
Mm-hmm.
It's over now.
Yeah. You can't compete with that.
And then finally, after everything this pod has had to deal with because of Aubrey Drake Graham, he came through for me and sent the C&D.
See?
Sending the C&D through a comment is fucking hilarious.
Saying you must mean Drake Bell.
For those that don't know, Khaled put out this amazing trailer for his next album. He was pitching all of 2024 that it was coming out. Clearly it got pushed and he puts this out. And in the little slideshow, he had the photo of Drake walking out to the stage and photoshopped himself in, which I'm sure Peach did, which is fucked up. Like, whose side are you on in this this collaboration album shit, with a sign saying, I have 2 Drake records. And if you guys remember in 2024, he was following Drake around with that exact same sign. Mm-hmm. So we assume he has 2 Drake records on the album.
Was that 2024?
Mm-hmm. It was his last tour.
That was 23.
You are correct.
Yeah.
For the album in 2024.
Yeah.
So he just took the date off, posted that, and then Drake commented, must be at Drake Bell. I think it's funny that he added Drake Bell to it.
Poor Drake Bell probably was just enjoying his cereal.
So then Khaled takes down this $250,000 trailer that was incredible. Fucking E. Rivera, incredible director. Do we think he took it down because of that Drake comment? Because I don't see why you would do that even if you can't use the 2 Drake records. What? I'm leaving my Mark Wahlberg 7-minute trailer up there. The trailer's nothing to do with Drake.
What do you mean you don't? The entire program has changed now. Now you know you don't have 2 Drake songs.
But my album can still come out and I can still keep my Mark Wahlberg trailer.
No, it cannot. Stop it, bro. You know, if you had one of the biggest artists in the world, 2 songs from them, and that was what you were leading as part of your promo for your album, and then that artist leaves that comment, your entire staff is scrambling because you now know those 2 songs will not be on the album.
No,
and I'm willing to guess that one of those is probably the single.
I agree with you. I'm sure one of those out of the 2 was the first or second single.
Yeah.
But to take out everything from your rollout, like I get
everything
taking down
changes.
that photo of you holding that shit up, but nah. And then even hinting at having Rihanna and Jay-Z features.
So that's why I thought it got taken down. I'm like, is that confirmed? That's what I was.
Is anything confirmed now on this album?
That's why I was like, is that confirmed?
So Drake and the Smurfs stepped on Khaled's rollout?
Yeah.
And you?
Well, Drake didn't step on it. He just interrupted it.
I like to think it was really me once he saw that I was coming with the album.
Yeah, for sure.
I can promise you it wasn't. But
It was the Smurfs?
Yeah, it was definitely the Smurfs. They do crazy numbers.
I mean, I just feel like as someone that has been part of albums being pushed back so much, I feel like you would check in with the artist once you're ready to go. Like, hey, are we still good?
Especially after everything that happened.
2 years ago, you're saying you have these 2 Drake records. Based off everything that happened in 2024, I would maybe just check in with Drake. Like, yo, remember those 2 records? Like, we still good to clear those?
Right.
Before I post this?
That leads me to think...
Before I put together this budget to shoot Bad Boys 10 in fucking Miami?
That leads me to think, when was the last time Khaled actually spoke to Drake?
Are you going to tell us when?
Me?
Yeah.
How the fuck would I know?
Oh, okay.
I would speculate they didn't speak in 2024.
Okay, so
that's what I'm guessing.
So off that speculation, if you say you're Khaled and you don't speak to Drake the entire 2024, do you roll out this trailer and say, I have 2 Drake songs?
I would put the trailer film out, but no way in that slideshow would I put I have 2 Drake songs.
Okay.
I would confirm with that. I'd actually hold that regardless to like use it as another asset later down with the roll. This trailer stood by itself.
Yeah.
I didn't need Khaled to hold that sign for me to be intrigued about what this album is going to be. Especially at this time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like that was one of the wildest mistakes I've seen in a rollout in quite some time. And I feel bad because I think Khaled spent a lot of time and money on that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he was super excited about it. And then to have that
but
happen,
which is why
and then
you need to
triple check. I agree.
Yeah, like what?
I know if I'm sitting there, if I'm Drake and I'm in Australia and I'm watching this shit, like, what? I never agreed to this shit.
Not only that, I haven't spoken to you in God knows how long.
Yeah.
If we're going off of that.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, obviously they haven't spoken. You put this out and Drake comments what he comments. It's like, okay, clearly they're not in communication with each other. I just don't know how somebody like Khaled just makes that mishap of, you know, lack of discernment. Let's call it a lack of discernment. And allude to having 2. Now, Khaled does have 2 Drake songs. I'm positive he has that.
Probably has 15 Drake songs.
Will those Drake songs ever see the light of day? Will they ever get cleared? Absolutely not.
Well, why? Okay, so am I missing something? Is there a specific reason why?
I just think so much is messy behind the scenes with everyone and Drake at the moment that I would probably triple check when releasing Drake. Even French Montana, who has a great relationship with Drake, Drake was like, yo, chill putting out my verse. It's a weird time right now. So if I'm somebody, and we don't know if Khaled and Drake have spoken, speculating. If I have not spoken to a person in over a year and they had the year that Drake had in 2024, matter of fact, I'm just going to shut the fuck up Because if I didn't check on you at all throughout that entire year, that first fucking text of saying, yo, we still good on those records from 2023, I would hope I'd be left on red. Yeah. That would be the craziest text message to send.
I told y'all last year.
Yo, hope all is well.
I told y'all last year Target was closed. And this is what I meant. I don't think Drake is giving a feature to nobody. I don't think anybody gets a feature from Drake anymore.
I think DJ Khaled went it's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission route, because he knew if he would have texted Drake, it would have been a no. So I think he was hoping that he could just go along with it and throw it out there and Drake wouldn't say anything.
That's
I think
a
that was
bad
his last
call.
hope.
That's a terrible call.
It is a terrible call.
You hoping on your album release? Like you hope that this nigga don't. Yeah, like you can't go off hope and film that type of trailer. You got to know for sure what we doing. What's happening with this project?
What a trailer. I feel like the trailer's probably been shot for a long time though.
Yeah, but you dropped the trailer along with announcing the big artist that's on it. This is all promo for the album.
Yeah.
But you gotta. Khaled is no rookie. He's been in the industry for years. He knows how this goes. You got to make sure, like, okay, I haven't spoken to Drake and I don't know when. He's had a year. You know, last year was a insane year for Drake. Let me at least reach out to him and see, like, yo, are we still good with these songs? Am I still good to go with these records? Given everything that happened, I'm pretty sure, you know, Drake's stance on a lot of things has changed. So to do that and not have that conversation with Drake, which we know because he responded via a comment. Yeah. It's like, I don't know how Khaled makes that mistake. That's not something that I expect from Khaled. Khaled is too much of a veteran to make a lapse in judgment like that.
Do we think Khaled is funding a lot of this himself over the past few years?
I don't think so. I think this is all label. I think the label understands Khaled's relationships with some of the biggest artists in the world. He's been proven to be able to put some of the biggest artists in the world together on a project. I think at that point, when you prove that to labels, I think they open up the budget for you.
That's a fact. And I've felt that way, especially after the Rihanna and Bryson record. Like, that's a certified classic record of the last decade. And I'm sure brought so much money. And we know for a fact Khaled albums have brought in money. The last three, do we think have brought ROI where you can shoot? You can even go to your boss and say, hey, are you guys cool with clearing $250,000 for a Khaled trailer?
Yeah.
At this point?
I think so.
Which is, I mean, that's not a personal Khaled thing. That's a music business thing. I think Khaled has to put up a good amount of money himself, which I respect and appreciate. You care that much about your art, put your own money up, even when you're on a major. I don't know if Sony is clearing this whole thing. I don't care if you have Mark Wahlberg, that entire cast doesn't mean that money is going to come back with it. Like, that God Did verse with Jay-Z, incredible. Love that moment happened. Do you think that was a profitable record based off how big that budget really was?
I don't think so.
I don't think it was either. It was an amazing moment, and I love Khaled for it. But if I'm working at Sony, I don't know what the ROI is with Khaled right now. Yeah. Because his whole entire thing is the A-lister shit. And I know it's favors. Like, no one's really charging Khaled a verse fee or anything like that. But once compilation projects are expensive regardless. And even paying out those producers, those splits, even if Sony owns half the master or all of the master, I don't know how profitable it's been over the past few years.
Yeah, but it's pretty profitable.
It's Khaled's commercial where he can get brand deals that he has. I think Khaled is a great businessman. I think Sony's the one getting fucked in this situation, which I'm all for. Yeah, more power to you, Khaled.
If you sit down with Sony and say, hey, I have 2 new Drake songs, you think they don't open up the budget for you?
I think someone at Sony would say the same exact things that we are saying in these chairs now. When was the last time you spoke to him?
I don't think so. I don't think nobody at Sony asked that. I think people at Sony assume that him and Drake are in communication. I don't think nobody at Sony said, yo, when did the last time you spoke to him? Are you still speaking to him? I don't think nobody at Sony says that. I think they trust Khaled that he has all of that lined up already, ready to go. I think that when he's coming to them saying, I have 2 Drake songs, I don't think somebody in the office is saying, do you? When was the last time you spoke to him? I don't think that anybody says that.
Okay. New theory. Just spinning the wheels as this goes. In 2023, when he was following Drake with that sign at his tour, saying, I have 2 Drake songs on my album, there may be a world where that paperwork was done, and that's why Khaled was so comfortable walking around with that sign, and why he was comfortable putting it in his little real shit. Drake may be on some fuck you type of shit. Like, I'll fight this to the death. I don't care that I signed anything. I'll happily spend as much money as possible for that not to come out, even though I did sign that paperwork.
I don't think Drake signed anything. I think he gave him the records, and I'm off of good faith.
Trying to give Khaled the benefit of the doubt of being so confident in that, and Sony being so confident. Like, oh, well, we have the paperwork from 2023. Like, we're good. We'll be fine with that.
Yeah, I think that it was just on good faith. They've worked together before. He obviously does have the records. I think that Khaled just assumed that when it was time to release the project, that Drake would, sign off and clear everything and they would be good to go. But obviously that's not the case.
Yeah. I'm just curious. I think I speak for everyone comfortably in this, is that Khaled does need a bit of a reboot in how he approaches these projects.
What type of reboot? Like, what does it look like?
Just grabbing a bunch of A-listers isn't really working.
It's not doing it for you?
I even feel like Khaled earlier on used to do pairings that we were really into. Like when he got like Nas and Scarface, I believe, together, like there was pairings that we were like, oh shit, only Khaled could do that. And that's dope that his mind came up with putting these people together. Yeah, Drake and Lil Baby, Drake, Yachty, all right, cool. They do that on their own. Like I just think he needs Rihanna and Bryson. I thought was especially where Bryson was at that time, was a fire collab together. I just don't think Khaled does that anymore. I think he goes with the way too obvious A-listers. Keep with your A-list shit. I'm not hating on that. But I mean, mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, but if it's working.
But is it working?
I mean, he's put out some albums that had some pretty cool songs from big name artists.
If we're talking about, before, I'm just talking about the last one. The last one.
Like Major Key is fire to me. I Changed a Lot is great. Stuff from Success I love. We the Best Forever. Like Khaled has great albums. I'm no way sitting here. Even father of how to pronounce his son's last name?
Assad.
Yeah, I didn't want to be disrespectful. I loved from Khaled to God Did. It started to feel a little weird. It's just getting too redundant. And he's a brilliant marketer, so people are going to continue to pay attention. But it's kind of a waste. So
do we think that Khaled completely pushes the project back? Is he trying to scramble to replace those two records?
I don't think he pushes it back. I think Khaled can. Let me decide. Can't speak. Let me not say easily replace it, but he had 2 Drake records on God Did. One of them he could have kept. It was like an intro that clearly was just left on Drake's hard drive. You could have just left that. That wasn't worth it. So I'm not saying that these 2 Drake records that he thought he had were 2 smashes, because we've seen him have 2 Drake records, and one of them was a fucking waste. And I also didn't like the single. So I don't know if they're the top tier Drake records. I don't know. What's the flip that he did with the Too Short record?
You mean For Free?
Yeah, For Free is a smash. No New Friends, smash. What's the other one when Drake and 40 got a tan, but then they went back to work? Smashes. Drake and Khaled have fucking smashes together. But as of recent, No Secret that started God Did, throw away. Staying Alive, absolute fucking trash.
Yeah.
I'm not that confident that these 2 Drake records needed to even be on this project. So I think Khaled can replace those quickly. I think he could still be on par. Also, this is going to sound crazy as a whole venture. I don't know what the whole feature on the Khaled album does anymore. I'm going to run to it. Of course, people always want to hear Jay-Z, but it's not that crazy moment that it was in the past. It's now even getting, now we know we're getting the Jay shit every single time, but is that much of a moment for the Khaled album when they used to have way crazier moments?
Yeah, but do you know the Khaled's albums are based on the names, the features, because now you're trying to guess, what does that song sound like? He has a new Jay verse. What is Jay rapping about? Who else is on the song with Jay?
Yeah.
Is it a solo Jay record? He has a song with Rihanna. What does that sound like? She hasn't put out anything. You know what I mean?
If he gets Rihanna, that's a huge moment. To me, that's way bigger than anything. But as we're talking about music that's coming out, Rihanna just teased that she may be on the Smurf soundtrack. I don't know if she's doing, you guys can give me my flowers on my 2025 predictions. I think Rihanna's gonna tease music with the Smurfs, give us one record this year to make it seem like she's back into music, and then not give us anything else. I don't know if she's definitely on the Khaled album, and this is gonna sound like hate. I promise you it's not. I don't know if Rihanna's coming back to music for DJ Khaled.
I mean, I could be completely wrong,
and I'll look like a hater across my forehead when that's a smash with Khaled and Rihanna.
When's the last time she gave Khaled a record? Was it the Bryson record?
Yeah.
That was the Bryson record. And the last time she did a song was the Black Panther 2 soundtrack.
I get it with the Smurf thing, and I know Rock is heavily involved with the soundtrack. Like, I see that. I don't know if she's doubling up on the Khaled. They have a good track record, so I would like to see it. I'm not sitting here saying, like, I don't want Khaled and Rihanna to put some shit together.
So the Smurfs get a Rihanna feature before Khaled?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to see. Either way, they are scrambling over there, and everything has to change as a result of Drake commenting must be Drake Bell. So now that one little comment has completely shifted the entire building over there.
I think he should have leaned into it, left it up, and then put Drake Bell on the project twice. Like Drake Bell could have done the interludes.
I don't know if that hits the same, but I don't know if Khaled if he felt like that would be a good replacement, but.
Is there a chance that Drake's fucking with him?
As far as what?
That like Drake's like is there a chance that that's a, I don't want to say rollout thing, but that like Drake's just like fucking with him. Like
I'm just joking.
Like joking type shit. Yeah.
Fuck no. Those songs will not be on the album. Nah. Okay.
And that's coming from, I'm asking, is that coming from your predictions or insider knowledge? I gotta ask what you.
I'm never speaking from insider knowledge.
Okay, cool.
I have none of that, but I think it's pretty safe to assume Drake was not joking. And that,
yeah, like that's not.
I don't think this is a funny rollout.
Yeah.
Drake was just on stage with smoke coming out of his back for a 3-hour set. I don't think he's playing right now. I think he's actually like really upset.
That's it. Nobody.
He had steam coming out of him, and it wasn't even through a smoke machine. Yeah. That shit coming out of his bulletproof vest was from his body.
That was really like his steam. That's he's
furious.
It's over. Anybody that thought they was getting a Drake feature, it's over for that shit.
But I think it's smart too. Let's say Khaled and Drake had a good relationship right now. Same thing he did with French. I don't think this is a good time for this verse. Everything I do right now is super important. Yeah, just 2 records I gave you in 2022, 2023. No, you're not putting those out in 2025.
Yeah.
But I think that, Rory, you've put out music. I think that anybody in music today understands that. They know, like, if an artist is completely doing something totally different, you haven't spoken to him in I don't know how long. I just don't understand how you just assume that it's okay to just say, I have these 2 records on my album. Like I really don't understand how Khaled and his team made that mistake. I don't get it. I think they was hoping. Like I think they knew going into it. Like damn, haven't spoken to him. It's a little weird right now. He's on tour. Fuck it. Let me just throw that out there and see what he says. And
it was like that one time an artist I hadn't spoken to in a really long time that we did a record. Text me and said, "Hey, that record we did a few years ago. I sent it to Justin Bieber." I said, "Who?" First of all, hello. How are you? Mm-hmm. It's been a long time. Mm-hmm. No, that's not your song. Mm-hmm. You're not going to impress me with the Justin Bieber job. I'm putting that song out. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like we have not spoken at all. What made you think you could go do that?
Yeah, it's crazy that people.
Yeah, that was crazy.
People that are
Justin
in the industry.
That shit too.
I mean, it's crazy that people that are in the industry would make a mistake like that though. Like they know, because Khaled knows somebody couldn't do that to him. Somebody couldn't like, yo, I got these 2 Khaled songs on my album, and what? Like we haven't spoken in I don't know how long. Like no, you don't.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. But outside of having to battle with Khaled for the king of compilations, now I got to battle with Kith today too. It's like the Friday of compilations.
That's Ronnie, who you should have linked with.
Kith?
Kith?
Yeah.
They don't even give me the friends and family anymore. I pay full price, man. Fuck that. Shout out to Kith and Ronnie. Congrats on the new location. That was my favorite Crate and Barrel, so fuck y'all. Mm-hmm. No one, was I the only one this is too local? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They moved Kith to my favorite Crate and Barrel. They got Crate and Barrel the fuck out of there.
Which Crate and Barrel?
In Soho. It's gone. That was the best one in the country. It was the best one.
The one right around.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's over.
And I love that Kith is continuing to prosper, and it's 17 floors, but like that was the Crate and Barrel.
Yeah.
But either way, Kith Records launched, which we saw some press release about that before. They put out their first record, produced by Scott Storch with Fab and Jadakiss, video by Hype Williams. Congrats to Ronnie. I love the record. I think it's fire. I will say, as a music fan, I was a little worried about what Kith Records was going to be and if this was just a gimmick to make like merch, which I get. I'd probably buy it too. Give me some vinyl Kith shit. I'm there. But I like the record a lot. You can't really go wrong with Scott Storch keys, Fab, and Kiss. So
yeah, that's a
beautiful layup.
Yeah, that's an easy call. Anytime you get Kiss and Fab to just, lay some bars on a beat like this, I mean, it's not that hard to understand. And they're talking about just getting fly, wearing shit like it's nothing. That's an easy call for Kiss and Fab.
What do you think the first Kith album looks like off Kith Records?
I think they lean more to stuff like this. I think they'll probably do some cool shit around like drops, like different Kith drops, release a song with the drop, things like that. I think it's pretty cool what they're doing, the creative team over there.
Does he stay, because Ronnie put like a whole thing about how the record came together and obviously his, him being from Queens and his ties to New York. And does he stay in the New York boom bap shit with Kith Records, or do we think, like I've seen Post Malone in there before. Do you think his investors are going to be like, maybe we should go get Chappelle Roan?
I don't see it.
Chapel.
I just don't see. Chapel. I don't see. I don't see the.
Mother named her Chappelle.
I think he keeps it. I think he keeps it like this. I think he keeps it true to what Kith is. I don't think that he starts reaching for like the super pop acts. I think he keeps it. I think he keeps it Kith. This feels original. This feels like original Kith type of energy. Fab obviously has a relationship with Kith. Jade as well. They've done the Knicks drops with the locks.
Yeah.
For all the Kith stuff like that. I think that
shit too.
Well, with the Dipset, it's a little different right now. The air over there is a little different.
Ronnie has enough money to get them back together with a feature from Mace.
All right.
Because Dipset, we've seen even them post Locks battle.
You mean to tell me you think that Ronnie Feig is gonna get Jim Jones and Cameron on a song together with Mace
and Juelz
and shoot it and like?
I think he has enough money for them to agree to do it. Because even watching Cam post verses, Jim post verses, they were all not in a great place for verses. They've been in not a great place with so many times.
Two different things.
And they have said, we'll just do this because of the bread.
No, it's different.
We are businessmen at the end of the day. We can squash the shit and we'll be in separate green rooms.
It's different right now. It's extremely different. Coming out of the verses and coming out of what they're going through right now, two totally different energies.
Yeah, man. I just seen Jim Jones and Compton. I was like, oh yes.
Ronnie does not have, I don't care what you talk about. Ronnie is not going to be the guy that gets Jim and Cam and Mace on a song.
I'm not saying it would be Ronnie. He would have the amount of money. I'm saying the right number would get them all back together.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so.
Jim and Cam are both businessmen that I think will put shit to the side for, which I think is fine. Like, all right, we a group, we got a legacy. We could work together for the right price and we'll stay in separate green rooms. Fife and Tip did it for years. Nah. They did Rock the Bells for like 6 years and hated each other.
Yeah, but that's not. But
they was dancing.
But Fife and Tip, they never fell out publicly like Cam and Jim have.
Yeah.
This last fallout, this was like very, very personal. Like it's not
until Michael Rappaport got a hold of it.
It's a little different now, and I'm just saying I don't think Ronnie is the guy that's gonna fix that.
Fair. Would you sign to Kith Records?
Would I sign to Kith Records? No.
If you were an up and coming artist, put yourself in that shoes, not mall.
Like a young artist from New York?
Anywhere.
Maybe.
I'd have to see the infrastructure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
like who's doing my marketing?
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you're young and you don't know any better and you just know the Kith brand,
yeah,
and they came at you like, yo, we want to sign you, want to do it, I put an album out on you. I could see a young artist taking that. Absolutely.
I get it, but I think every young
don't
artist
try to pay me in Kith though.
Oh, you know that.
Yeah, don't pay me in Kith. Don't give me every drop before it drops and all that. I don't care about that.
If they're doing the Kith compilation album, Ronnie, I think you owe it to Dixon to put him on there.
Shout out to Dixon.
He worked at Kith. He won what? Fucking 7 Grammys yesterday?
3.
Like
shout out to
one of the most talented musicians in the industry right now. Worked at Kith. He better be on that Kith compilation or I'm gonna be tight. And I understand Scott Storch is a legend, but Ronnie, you need some Dixon beats.
You might not be able to afford them. You got an album of the year Grammy.
Yeah. He might not be able to afford Dixon, but he has Scott Storch.
But Scott, like, the debt that he's in, Scott is like...
Oh, yeah, you talking about something totally different now. See, I'm not getting in people's pockets. I ain't doing that. I don't know what's going on with Scott. I'm not in that.
One of my favorite producers, legend. I watch all his interviews. That's why I know he blew $120 million in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. No, he'll tell you now. Just put a camera in front of him. Yo, I need some money.
Yeah.
Love to see that Scott is sober and doing much better. And he put out some great music with Russ. Like, Scott Storch has quietly been working. So yeah. I like to see that. We can stay on new music. I don't want to get Maul like too riled up. You know what? I'm going to get riled up with you, man. I love Wayne, but I don't think he was right for this Tweaker remix. It feels lazy. I think
why wasn't he? It sounds like a fucking Chat GPT Hot Boys record. I've been telling y'all that. Now he does a fucking remix with one of the original Hot Boys, and it doesn't sound right.
It's
talking
too
about?
Obvious. Like,
yes, it is too obvious.
It would have been cooler with either a younger act or all the way left legacy like a Nelly or someone like that. Like, Wayne features on everyone's shit. It's not that big because Wayne is Wayne and always pops out. The past 4 years, I feel like he's had the best features no matter what.
Okay, so with all that being said, why wouldn't Jello?
It's too obvious.
Sometimes obvious shit works, Rory. Everything doesn't have to be abstract art.
This is my fucking opinion, Demaris.
Who are you cursing at?
This is my opinion.
Who are you cursing at?
Double on the fuck.
This is my motherfucking opinion.
There you go. Yeah.
Demaris.
I don't know who homie talking to. Got that song that dropped.
If I was at Def Jam and Wayne wanted to get on the record and Jello has $7 million to recoup, it's Super Bowl weekend, everyone's looking at Wayne for an announcement, he does the fucking trailer, yes, it's great. Can I talk as a music fan for once and not I know we just went through the splits for the past hour with Khaled shit. As a fan, I would have liked to see a cooler look than that, than the most obvious shit in the world.
I would have liked to see Nelly.
Nelly would have been amazing. But it's weird now because of, inauguration and like, but I feel like Ball's pops voted for Trump for sure. The Ball household is definitely a Trump household. Without question.
Jello voted for fucking Trump. Are you kidding me? Like,
I take it back. Yeah. Nelly was the right one.
So did they drop a sample of it? Like, did it leak? Oh, okay.
It's coming up. Well, when people are listening to this, it's out already. But as we're recording it, it's coming out of it.
But I just don't understand how you feel like it just doesn't make sense when I told y'all that that's the Hot Boys sound. That record sounds like a Hot Boys record.
Just the way of how it was viewed, of how it was an organic rollout, even if it really wasn't. Like, the snippet started in the back of a car with a streamer. Like, it felt like a really cool organic rollout. Like, oh shit, this is actually kind of good. Like, what the fuck? This just feels like a label. Here you go. I would have liked a cooler, more organic way with the remix too.
So Nelly instead of Lil Wayne?
Yeah, I think that would have been cooler.
You think that's organic? That could sound like a Nelly record too.
But Nelly doesn't like make music like that anymore. That's why it would have been cool. I would have stopped what I was doing.
It wouldn't have been, I think organic is the wrong word. I think you're looking for more surprising. That would have surprised you more.
The way I was like, damn, I did not know Jello like could make music. That's
I can promise you everybody at that label
but even
totally happy with him getting Lil Wayne over Nelly.
Oh,
I'm happy too. I'm actually really, really excited.
Wayne is going to smoke that. But I also could have seen more of like a young boy or them trying to go with the younger route than Wayne.
One of the YNs?
I mean, I'm not going to call them that.
You can't say YNs?
No.
Rory?
You can't do acronyms like...
No.
YNs?
He can't say that. No.
Wait, what? He can't say the letter Y and the letter N?
You know what the N stands for, though.
Yo, fam. All right, man.
It was like the time I didn't want to say NAACP.
I don't know what the fuck the rules are anymore.
So fucking ridiculous.
It was... Because you know that used to be Elliot's nickname, but not what it stands for. It was yellow and then that. And I saw MC Search call him that one time. And I was like, you can do that?
I think you can say YN.
No. Yellow. You can say YN so if he was to call Elliot YN, that makes sense. Actually, no,
I wouldn't.
Doesn't.
I've never called him that.
I don't like that.
I call him Elliot with 2 T's.
Yo, I just don't know. YN?
It feels like you're getting away with it.
You're getting away with calling somebody a nigga.
Yo, fam, y'all got this shit. This shit is way too out of hand.
It's worse than, to me, in my opinion, of people of color, because now you're just getting away with saying colored
That's
people.
worse. To me, that's worse.
You're getting away with saying colored people.
To me, saying people of color is way worse than saying YN.
But you know what it stands for.
Why? Why?
Exactly. Why do you
No,
think?
I'm saying why does it not make sense to you? Why is
People
it
of
worse?
color?
Yes.
Okay, but then where does that go? Where
I might as well go outside and start fucking marching with fucking civil rights. If somebody says, "Hey, people of color over there," what?
No, because people of color doesn't just cover black people. That's why it colors all of.
No, I know the
rainbow.
definition. To
People
me,
of
always
color.
felt like a cheat code when people could no longer say colored people because that is offensive. They would say people of color. You're just like reversing. It's still
because colored people used to be referred to just black people. They used to call them coloreds. That's different. People of color means you're referring to all of the people who are not white. So that's a whole array of people.
Yeah, but YNs ain't talking about none of that shit.
YNs literally means young nigga.
Yeah, but that's not just a blacks. It's not young black
about
kids.
that. But it's not about who it's about. It's about nigga. So instead of
Mo, what if a white kid came up to you and said, "What's up, N?" and you knew what it meant? Like, come on.
like, let's not.
Where are
be
we drawing the
fucking
line at?
What's up, N? See what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Because that's
Yeah,
what
because
that
I'm
means.
gonna be like, yo, what does that mean?
Nigga, and he can say nigga. That's what it means.
Okay.
Oh, but you have to understand that you are talking to the person who said that he was okay with people being called niggas. He said that on this podcast.
You know where I'm from?
Yeah, we know. Uptown, where all the Spanish people say nigga when they ain't got no business. So you cool with that. Doesn't make it okay.
Means nothing
I'm not
to me.
Spanish.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about? It's 2025. You can be a man and a woman at the same time, but you can't say YN?
I don't know how those two things connect.
What the fuck are we talking about? YN?
Why did this get brought up again? What was I saying? Oh, a younger gentleman that could have featured on Jello's.
That's crazy. See, that's crazy to me. A young gentleman.
A younger gentleman that tends to crash out and kill people.
Oh my God. This world is fucking crazy.
Well, yes, I would have liked maybe a younger feature. Either way, I'm here for it. Congrats to
You
Jello.
would not have liked the younger feature because then you wouldn't have listened to that shit. Stop. You wouldn't have listened to
Lil Wayne
fucking.
is your
I don't
favorite?
listen to the Jello shit because I think it's some boom bap shit that I grew up on. I like it because of the melody. That's what the younger rappers do.
Yeah, but if he got an NBA Youngboy feature on it,
if he got Thug on that shit, it'd be the greatest shit in the world to me.
Thug is not a YN. You said
I don't think anyone is.
You say younger. You not listening to one of them little tiny niggas and him. You're not. You wouldn't have ran to the remix.
Tiny niggas.
You wouldn't have ran. You wouldn't have ran to the remix. Stop.
Okay. Is Gunner considered a younger artist?
Why did you put the ER on Gunner?
What we doing, man?
How you turn that shit
what the fuck?
I'm trying to sound
White
proper.
people's dog name.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Gunner.
why you could just
Gunner and
say
Scout.
This is crazy.
No.
Like what?
I wouldn't want to hear Gunner on that. That's not their.
You don't think?
Nah, I wouldn't want
great
to
on
hear
that.
Gunner on that.
All right. Well, you know what?
The person who's on it is supposed to be on it.
I will admit that I am wrong in this entire thing, and Wayne is great.
Finally.
I have no
That's
one
your
else.
favorite rapper ever.
No, it's not. I love Wayne, but he's not my favorite rapper.
He's your top 5.
No, he's. When have you ever heard me say that Wayne is in my top 5 favorite rappers of all time?
You've never said Wayne was top 5 to you?
No.
That's crazy that he's saying that.
Who's your top 5?
Jay, Nas, Fonte, X, Scarface.
Nah, he capping. Wayne isn't his top 5. He capping. Scarface ain't in his top 5. See, I'm not 2025. I'm here for the lies, but cut the shit.
Wayne would probably end up in a 7 or 8 position.
Man, Wayne is in. You said Wayne was one of your favorite rappers ever at one point.
At one point.
Not of all time.
Yeah, not of all time. When I was in high school, Wayne was definitely in my top 5, and it wasn't even close.
Whenever in your life was Scarface in your top 5?
Probably in high school too. When the
fuck
fix
outta
fix
here.
came out,
Hell
Scarface.
nah, man. Stop the
What you about to
bullshit.
tell me about what I listen to?
Stop the. I'm not saying what you listen to.
I hate people on Twitter like you that try to tell you what you listened to when you was a fucking
was
kid.
not in your top 5
When the fix
as a
came
kid.
out, he was definitely in my top 5.
No, he was not, man. We capping right now. That shit sounds good. Scarface was not in your top 5. I've never heard you play a Scarface song.
When have you? We don't hang out and listen to music
Give
together.
me your phone. Give me your phone. Let me see the last time you played a Scarface record.
It doesn't even show up there.
Nah, it shows it. It shows recently played. Let me scroll your recently played.
So I had to listen to Scarface today.
No, not today, but it goes back a few weeks. If you ain't played Scarface in the last 2 months, that ain't your top 5.
I don't think that's fair because Rory doesn't really listen to rap like that. Rory listens to more.
Nah, he don't
R&B.
listen.
This is my recent of as far back as it goes.
Where's Scarface at?
Bath Time playlist, ABC Kids, Rufus the Soul, Hey Now, Kendrick Lamar. Stay, Nas. DJ Khaled, because that's what I was looking up.
Where is Scarface at?
Chantel May, Day 26, Reason, Jay-Z, They, Lila,
playlist.
Rory, Frank Ocean, Fonte, Black, Jay Electronica.
Fonte's there. Heard Fonte. Okay, Fonte's there.
Well, Jay isn't there, and you know Jay's his favorite rapper of all time, so that kind of mutes you.
No, Jay's right here.
Oh, damn.
So
Nas ain't in there.
Nas is right, yeah.
Damn. Fuck, I'm trying to help you. You keep fucking.
Well,
Keep going. Keep
because I
going.
want to be truthful.
Because
with everything.
I'm over this shit. And y'all just sitting
This
here
is
saying
within-
shit,
this
trying to
is
make me
within
sound like I'm
2
stupid.
days.
No.
Jay-Z,
You have to
Nas,
listen to your top 5 every day.
Fonte.
No, I never said that. Because my top 5, I don't listen to every day.
I don't
And
listen
by
to
the
my
way,
top
I'm
five
subject to
every-
changing my top 5 all the time.
So, okay, I'm glad you said that. So at one point you sat here and said Wayne was in your top 5. That's what I'm talking
But
about.
we were talking about that specific era. I remember this conversation. We come back from DC, right?
Yes.
That era when I was in high school, Carter 2 to the Drought mixtapes to everything he was doing with Drama. At that time, yes, Wayne may have been number 1 to me, outside of maybe Banks. At
so
that
how
time.
could somebody be number 1 to you at one point but not in your top 5?
Because I'm 34 and I've lived somewhat of a long
Yeah.
life.
Wayne was probably
High school was 4
number
years.
2 or 3 to me at that time, and he's not in my current top.
Who's your current top 5?
I won't say top. I'll say favorite. I can't say top. Top is
Oh yeah,
subjective.
this is all favorite.
Favorite would have to be Jay-Z, Fab, J. Cole, DMX, Nicki Minaj.
I believe her.
I don't believe you.
I don't feel the need to attack her.
No, I believe her. I don't believe you.
We had 3 of the same 5.
What that mean? That I should believe you because you got 3
You
up?
don't think DMX is one of my favorite rappers? You don't think DMX is my
know,
top 5 of all time?
You didn't name him just now.
He did. He named X.
He
X
did?
was number 4. Mm-hmm.
I believe that. I believe X is in your
Jay,
top 5.
Nas, X, Fonte. You don't believe out of those 4 rappers, out of
Fine.
what you know about me.
Fine. Number 5
You are not rolling
is
with Scarface?
shaky.
Okay.
Number 5 on your list is shaky. Scarface is not one of your top 5 rappers of all time. I'm not rolling with that. And I love Scarface, but he ain't in your top 5.
I think you would put Drake before Scarface.
He gonna put 3 niggas before Scarface. Drake, Wayne, and probably Fab. From New York City? What we doing here?
I don't know if I probably listen to Fab more because there's more to pick off of.
Of course you do.
Like as much as I don't really go back to Ghetto Boys like that.
Of course you don't.
Scarface solo, yeah.
Listen, I love Scarface. Legend. But he's not in your top
The
5.
Fix has
And that's
such a
okay.
special place in my heart. Like
Amazing project. Amazing. You won't hear me say anything less. But I'm just saying, in your personal top 5, I don't believe Scarface.
I'm not mad at the attack, but I do think there is some nuance between what you listen to consistently versus what you deem as your favorite.
I agree.
Because sometimes other music is just easier
What's the
to
difference?
listen. Because as an adult in lifestyle and just moving around, sometimes I can't always have Scarface. I can't always have G Code banging, when I'm on the train or in the crib. Some music is more palatable for everyday lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I could throw on a Fab mixtape and go about my day and be great. But that doesn't mean I don't value the Fix higher.
Yeah. X can be a little, X is one of my favorite. X might be number 2, but he's heavy. It's very heavy sometimes, so it's not. I'm going to listen to Megan Thee Stallion on repeat. I'm going to listen to Cardi on repeat. I might put Cardi before Nicki. Listen, that goes and changes, but I'm just saying the later half of Nicki's career, I listen to Cardi way more than I do Nicki. At one point, Nicki was number 1.
Respectfully, I don't even have Cardi and Nicki in the same sentence, but
Of course not. But we're talking about favorites.
Yeah,
we're talking
I-
about favorite songs. That's what we're talking about. Not who's the better
Cardi
rapper.
is her Scarface. It's just one project.
Speaking of Cardi and Party have announced that they are putting out a new song. When does that come out? Is that tonight?
Yeah, it's called Toot It, and I'm mad excited. What's up? I'm ready to toot it. What's going on?
I like it. I like it. Cardi, we've seen, has been struggling a bit to put out a record that connects to make it an actual single. Go back to the Party roots. I like it. Dirk and Kanye isn't working. All the big names aren't working. Go back to what started your career.
This record is old though, right? Like they had it for a while.
It's actually an 8-year record, and Party is saying that he's the one dropping it. He like, get this off my hard drive, like I'm dropping it, yada yada. But yeah, it's 8 years old.
Even if it's coming
So
out
this record is 8 years old.
Yes.
probably around, what was the
But
name
this
of their?
is Party's record.
It's Party record with a Cardi
Featuring
feature.
Cardi.
There's no way that Atlantic is just letting this go for Party. This is
They're
part
saying,
of a Cardi rollout. So
Yeah.
there's no way they're just like, yeah, let a Lucy go with Cardi. No, this
A
is
record that's
this
8
is
years old.
This is part of a strategy. Yeah. What was the name of the record they had that was incredible?
backing it up.
Backing It Up was fire. If shit is not clicking right now, all right, fine. What was working 8 years ago?
Fam, we not doing this.
Why?
Any other artist that would do this, y'all would be killing them. An
Nobody
8-year-old record.
If it's
I'm not saying
year-old-
nice
almost
things.
10
She
years
hasn't had a
ago.
record to connect. I'm
Okay,
not
so-
saying a nice thing right now.
No, but
when
I'm just
did y'all
saying.
stop asking for the detox? Y'all been asking for the detox for fucking 14
That's a
years.
joke.
really.
People
20,
are not
30
really asking.
years.
That's a joke. People that ask for it know it's never coming out. That's why they keep that going. But Atlantic, again, this is obviously a Party, right? Correct record. Maybe he has something coming. I don't see Atlantic using this as a Cardi rollout, a record that's 8 years old.
There's no way anything Cardi B puts out is not attached to what her rollout is going to be with her career when she hasn't put music out like that.
She's put out music for the past how many years and didn't put an album out?
1 or 2 records a year and they just haven't connected. So you think they'll just be like, yeah, for Party's album, we'll let a verse go out.
WAP didn't connect?
And a video. Clearly there's a video in the snippet. Like, this is a thing.
No, but I'm saying WAP didn't connect?
Yeah, of course it did.
No album came after that?
Because nothing connected after that. They thought they banked on that Kanye and Dirk record to be the one. Cardi delivered on it. The rest of them didn't. They banked on that to be the one. It didn't connect. She put out some cool freestyles that I liked. The one,
Actually, Up came after WAP, if I'm not mistaken. And Up
Yeah.
connected. Up
yeah,
went
up
number one.
did okay.
Up went number 1.
Yeah, okay.
And still no album?
Well, to be fair, when all of those were dropping, it was a weird time. That was
Yeah.
during the pandemic. So it was for a Cardi album.
Damn.
We've talked about that
We
before.
back to the pandemic.
No, but that's when those songs came out. So it was a weird time for a Cardi album to drop when people couldn't come outside. That was a weird time.
That was one of the best years in music. We talk about that all the time.
Not for music that makes you shake your ass.
Yes, it was.
Okay. So who?
We do this all the time, bro. Let's cut the shit.
They're
bro.
not putting a Cardi
bunch
B
of
album
dope
out
ass
during the
albums
pandemic.
came out during the pandemic. Some of the best music
Yeah,
best albums we
I
ever
love
had.
what Freddie Gibbs put out. It made sense during the pandemic. Atlantic's not letting Cardi B put out an album in the pandemic. No fucking way.
And we have had that conversation, Mars, right? So we can move forward from that.
All right.
But
For example, the Glorilla and Cardi record. That's
yes,
incredible too.
Tomorrow too.
Smoke that. She also did a feature with Lotto shortly after that when she was doing her feature run. All of that was connected to a Cardi rollout as well. Atlantic is not letting videos and verses just go for the fuck of it for Cardi B. This is part of a Cardi rollout. Let's get back to the basics. We'll give it to Party so we actually have somewhat of a cushion. If it doesn't go the way we want, we could say it was just a feature for Party's album. This is definitely connected to trying to get Cardi B to put an album out. They've had a record that's connected before. You don't seem satisfied.
We'll wait to hear it. I don't think this has anything to do with a Cardi album.
I think it's a part of a rollout for sure.
What rollout? We've seen her have #1 songs and no album came after that. What are y'all talking about right now?
Okay, well that's
in between
Why am I the
Yes,
only one in here keeping it 1,000 right now?
So why don't you think we've gotten one then?
I don't know. It ain't because they couldn't roll nothing out, nothing connected. If your song goes #1, that shit connected.
You don't think after Up and that momentum and then the dud that the Kanye and Dirk record was didn't start somewhat of a lower trajectory of what Cardi had been doing? The momentum shifted. And I feel like the momentum has been inconsistent since.
Maybe I'm on another fucking planet here. I don't think Cardi needs any fucking rollout. I think Cardi is at a point where if she announces her album is coming out next week, that people are gonna go listen to that album and stream that album
I
next
think-
week.
It's too risky
she don't
to
need
the
a
points
fucking,
that you've made.
She's
had
Cardi
rap
B.
album of the year and then stop putting
She's
music.
Cardi B. Her name, once it's on DSPs, people are clicking on it. She don't need no fucking rollout.
I think
Let's stop
Cardi-
hiding
I think
behind
Cardi-
this rollout word.
I think Cardi is scared. I think
Of
Cardi is
what?
scared of not
Of people like you.
Yeah.
People like me, I want to hear it. I'm gonna
You
listen
got
to
rap
it.
album of the year off your first fucking project. You had 10 #1s off that shit, and then you stopped putting out fucking music like that.
So why is she scared of people like me when I'm saying I'm gonna listen to it?
Because you rightfully are going to go into this
Criticize
with
the fuck out of
crazy expectations, and if everything isn't perfect, I'm not rolling out a Cardi B fucking album if I'm Atlantic.
But what is the perfect rollout if you put out records that went
The
number one?
music that
What
we
do we-
haven't heard yet. You have to have the momentum plus the music to match.
Because she put out 2 records, and sales wise, as far as what I know, they didn't do too well. So, but that's another thing.
Who cares about sales? Doechii sold 11,000 first week and now has best rap album. Who gives a fuck about sales?
Even though
this is Cardi B, her brand is fucking huge. Her name is huge. She don't need this perfect rollout to put out an album. What are we talking about?
Well, comparing Doechii and Cardi B is an insane.
I'm not comparing. I'm saying who cares about numbers? The girl that just sold 11,000 her first week just won best rap album. Who gives a fuck about the numbers?
You think the person that's keeping the fucking lights on over there at one point, they're going to risk to just put some shit out for the fuck of it when she hasn't put out any music?
At one point, there's been how many years since we've had an album?
You think she could risk a dud? If she came right back with a sophomore album right after the first one, she'd have some more grace in that situation. It's been so long, which is why I agree with you. It's been this fucking long. Where is the music? It has to be perfect. Her first album was perfect. You wait 5-6 years, this shit has to be insane.
Her first album had a perfect rollout?
I mean,
the momentum was insane.
Every song is a single.
Every song charted.
Every song charted.
It was
and not the way it does on the first night when everyone's just clicking it. No, it stayed on the motherfucking charts.
It stayed on the charts. I like that was on the charts for years. Like
it might still be.
Yeah. So, Maul, this is what I'm saying. I'm not arguing. I agree with you. But what I'm saying is people might be scared of putting music out because a lot of people's insecurities, they might be afraid of failure. We all know that Cardi pays attention to what people says. I can't speak for her, but I would be fucking terrified. And I would be like very like insecure. What if they say this or what if they don't like this? I don't think that she should be. But you can't control how people feel.
I'm not trying to control how anybody feels. What I'm saying is, or what I would like to say is, if you have a brand as big as Cardi does, I'm cool. You nervous? You want the album to be perfect? Great. I get all of that. But I'm saying if you keep dropping songs and the songs keep connecting, obviously going number 1, people love it. At some point, it's like, what are they waiting for to put this project out?
I would love to know too.
What do they need to see? People are still supporting Cardi. People still are waiting for her to drop an album. That's all you can ask for as an artist, is that people still want to hear from you and that people still support you. Obviously, when she puts out a single, people still listen to it. It goes number 1. So what is this perfect rollout that
she needs some
What
momentum.
I'm telling you is her last 2 singles have not charted like that. They have not gone number 1.
Okay,
I don't think they went top 10.
Fuck it. At some point, it's like, so what that means, that album never coming out until we get another number 1 single?
Welcome to the music business.
You had one and didn't put an album out.
Yeah.
So now you don't have one and you still not putting an album out. So I'm asking y'all, what the fuck is the label doing?
I think after Up, they thought they had the momentum because Up did well. Outside of charts, that shit was playing everywhere too. It was culturally cool as well. Then the Dirk and Kanye shit happened and a dud hit. And I think that stopped a lot of their plans. And the momentum has been very shaky since, where it's up sometimes, then it's low. Like,
see, this is why I hate the music business. When the business overshadows the music.
But see,
this is why I hate the music business. Because with somebody as big as a brand as Cardi, has a bigger fan base that Cardi does, for the label to not, or to miss the opportunity to keep putting out an album, and maybe it's Cardi, maybe she's not ready. We know she, family, she had kids. Like, we give grace there. We understand life gets in the way too. Life gets in the way of art. We understand that. Family first. What I'm saying is, as the label, if they're planning on using this 8-year-old Party record as a rollout to a Cardi album, I don't think that makes any. Not an 8-year-old record. Like, what 8 years old? You know how much has changed in 8 years? You know how much sound has changed? You know how much music has changed in 8 years?
I mean, from the snippet that we heard, it sounds like a familiar sample with Cardi rapping, well, that I'm sure Party had a hand in, and we've been wanting to hear Party write for Cardi for quite some time.
Okay, so now, if this one does,
has music changed much by familiar samples?
So I'm asking you, if this duds, then what?
Oh, I don't know. And to your point, I agree. I hate the business as well, but Cardi B is the music business. I'm not trying to take anything away from her talent. I think she has a specific set of talent that is delivery, personality, everything about her is on the record. But let's not say Cardi B is this musician. She's the music business. She is herself, but very much a product of the business taking something that is so organic and authentic and putting it all the way up here. She's the business, so they have to go by business rules with her. They don't have the luxury of just trying some shit out because she's just some spacey artist that will come back with something new and innovative. She's the business. They have to follow the business rules with her because there's too much on the line. People lose their jobs when they can't get Cardi B to do something. It's different. It's the music business when it comes to Cardi B. It's not music and then business.
It sucks because I agree, bringing up the Doechii point of, okay, you don't sell first week, you keep post-promoing. Like that song that they did, Bongos, with Megan and Cardi, it came out, it wasn't what people expected it to sound like. And I feel like when it didn't chart or do this whole thing, it became like, oh, that's just a dud. When it's like, no, that y'all spent so much money on that video and the song has a great concept. Y'all have to keep pushing that. Like you have to keep pushing it. So I don't know who's in charge, but maybe they know more than me. I don't know.
Well, or maybe they don't, which is the problem. They think they know more than you. Just because you work at a label don't make you know more than the people.
Very true.
I mean, the Grange family has taken over 2 of 3. They must know something.
Well, we know something now. Lil Wayne announced that June 6th, right?
My favorite rapper of all time.
June 6th, Carter 6.
Greatest album series of all time. We are getting the 6th edition, Carter 6. The GOAT is finally fucking back. Number 1, not number 2, not number 3, not number 4, not number 5, not 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10.
You gonna
number
listen
1.
To it? You gonna listen to it?
What? I'm not even gonna come in and record that day.
He's not listening to that. He didn't listen to the last one.
I listened to Carter 5. Did I go back to it? No.
No, the last album.
You're saying I did not listen to the last one.
What's the last album he put out?
I don't know.
Exactly. You did not listen. Exactly. So Rory.
Well, this goes. All right, now you contradict your point of saying that Wayne is my favorite rapper. I don't know what his last album was.
No, you said he's one of your favorite rappers of all time.
I don't, and I'm saying he's not in my.
We went to that show at the Apollo because he was
Loved it.
One of your favorite top 5 rappers. You kept yelling in my ear that whole night. That's what top 5 looks like.
I left early. You stayed.
Yeah, okay. What that mean? But you still was in my ear like, this is what top 5 looks like. I'm like, okay.
This is what top 5 looks like.
Yeah, that's what he kept yelling all night.
Yo, did anyone see Skip yesterday post on his Twitter yet again a monologue about how Wayne should have been the halftime performer? I'm like, Skip, all of us are past this conversation. It's okay. We can move on.
It's all right. We get it.
Well, congrats to Wayne for announcing Carter 6. I mean, way to use momentum going into this weekend of something that didn't pan out the way you wanted with an announcement. Cool.
I see what Wayne is doing.
Yeah.
Smart marketing.
You use this weekend for his own announcement. I get it.
Okay, see, I didn't know Funeral was his last album.
He's over here giggling.
I just love how as much more time passes, I'm just proving right. Like
that he's not my favorite rapper of all time?
No,
because I would know my...
No, you just said I'm listening to this Carter 6. No, you're not. You listened to the last album.
I'm trying to remember if I know any of these records.
You didn't listen to it. That's why you don't know it. We spoke about this in private before.
Rory gonna do nothing else. He gonna pull out that laptop and start Googling shit.
No, I am. I'm trying to see because in my mind I had Carter 5 as the last one.
Yeah, because 5 is before 6. I see what you did.
No, I'm saying his last album.
Yeah.
He put in between the Carter series, he put out other albums.
I know.
He didn't just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I just asked you, did you listen to the last? I know you didn't because you said you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it.
Because I came here, I was like, yo, we not gonna talk about the new Wayne album? And you was like, I didn't listen to it. I was like, okay.
Did you ever listen to that Chance album that you said you were never gonna listen to?
No.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
I came in and gave a full review on it. That's what people, I know is a running joke, but yes, I came in and I actually think y'all were very hard on that album. Production is fire.
On Chance's last album?
Yeah. I don't really go back to it, but.
Yeah.
I don't go back to it. It's my favorite diss.
It's not a diss.
It's not a diss. It's real. I understand that, like, more than ever now, like, because it's albums that come out, I listen to it, and then it's like 5 months go past, and I didn't listen to a song off the album. Doesn't mean I didn't like the album, but it's just like, it didn't stay with me, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. It
didn't stay with you.
It didn't stay with me.
You guys had a brief encounter.
Yeah, it was like, okay,
she left.
Went on one date, you know what I'm saying, it was cool, but it was like, I don't need to see her again, you know what I'm saying, it was like, it was cool.
Okay.
But there's a lot of albums that, if I listened to them at this age that I did 10 years ago, probably wouldn't have stuck with me, but they stuck with me 10 years ago. I just feel like there is also this age gap that allows you to process so many albums at one time. And then like when adulthood really hits, it's tough to have that same process. You can only take a few albums in a year that are going to stay with you.
Not only that, I think that a lot of
a million blog era mixtapes stay with me.
But that's
now, if I was 34 in the blog era, I don't know if I could say that all those would have stuck with me.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. It is a thing of where you're at in your life when you listen to certain music. Because it brings you back to that time. So you will listen to certain songs and albums just because it gives us that nostalgic, takes us back to what we were doing 10 years ago, whether it was in college or high school or my first job, got fired, whatever it was. It just reminds you of a specific time. As you get older, time means nothing. What day is it? Like that's all it is.
Everyone, hold the clocks. I did listen to Funeral.
Oh God!
And you know how I know that? Because
you went to a funeral.
I've been to a few of those. Harden on this album, I ran into the fucking ground. I didn't go back to any other songs. That was like vintage Wayne. It's all about James Harden fucking his bitch over a soul sample. Fire.
So you ran the Harden song into the ground.
I did.
That's the one that stuck with you.
Go back and listen to that. That's like old mixtape soulful Wayne. I loved Harden a lot. I think I put that on my IG story a bunch of times, but it was, pandemic. I was malnourished.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was
a lot going on.
It's actually a really good Wayne song.
Rough time.
Underrated. Harden. Go look it up right now.
Got you.
I don't think it's better than anything Tommy Richmond's ever put out though.
That's your guy.
Where's my fucking flowers? I was right about Rihanna already. Can we get like a graphic and start checking shit off in my 2025?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it on Patreon. We're gonna see how you doing.
I'm batting pretty fucking high. I said Tommy Richmond was gonna black it up for his next single, and then he's gonna go right to country music. Mm-hmm. As of now,
age-old formula.
Now he has women in doobies at the gas station to a Soulja Boy sample.
But he's not a hip-hop artist, not solely.
Don't you box him in.
Solely a hip-hop artist.
So many things.
Yes, he's more than just a hip-hop artist.
It sounds like I'm hating, but me and Peach were off mic saying that snippet is fire. That record sounds really good.
Yeah, it sounds like a good Mountain Dew commercial.
Yo, you a hater.
What? That's big. You get a Mountain Dew commercial, that's major.
Nobody took that as a compliment.
If Tommy would,
not one of us.
He would, the artist would.
It's a Mountain
Do you
Dew
like
money.
the song?
The snippet sounded good. I didn't hear the whole song. Well, it's not out yet, is it?
Well, when you're listening to this, it will be out.
Okay, yeah. I heard the snippet sounds cool.
Peach brought it to my attention, and I was a little nervous because Peach was like, he has a Soulja Boy flip in there, and I was like, oh God, here we go again. But whoever produced that, amazing flip. It was a really
I see the formula
cool
he's
way.
sticking to. I see the formula he's sticking to. I get it. I see what Tommy's doing.
No, that record does sound really, really good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It's just, I don't know. That snippet with that visual coming off your tweets.
I mean, he at
the Grammy?
He's not solely a hip hop artist. That's all.
Was he? He told the Grammys he's a rap artist.
No, I think
because he didn't want to go against Chaperone.
I think the Grammys told him he's a rap artist. It's like, no, this is rap.
There's nothing rap about that album. No, it's because you didn't want to compete with the pop stars and you thought you could, which I get a nomination if you go in the rap category.
Yeah.
But come on, man. Who do you think he sent like maybe the treatment images for what women he wanted in that video and how he wanted them to dress?
Oh, that no.
He might as well said YN. Like, do you think that's his homegirls or?
Yeah, I think that's the homies. I like the homies.
Or do you think that's his mood board?
Nah, that's the homies, man. Don't do that.
I'm fucking around. I like Tommy Richmond, and I know we gave him a lot of shit.
Nah, he's cool.
This record does sound great. But I do think he's going to go the quote unquote urban route, which I'm sure they said in the meeting. And he's gonna he's gonna take a left and show his range. He's from Virginia, he has country roots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe we'll get a Shabuzi thing just so they can check 2 boxes.
Mm-hmm.
But he's definitely gonna take it to outside of the box, as they would say.
Yeah, he'll be in Wyoming next week. He went from Wawa to Wyoming. Niggas pull up to Wawa, shoot a video. It's like, yo, don't try to. That doesn't mean you tapped in because you had Wawa shooting a video.
And first of all, sorry to South Jersey, Wawa is the most overrated shit I've ever had. When I got to college, they was like, yo, you gotta have Wawa. We went down the turnpike. I was like, oh, this is actually a gas station sandwich.
Yeah, it tastes like a gas station.
Yeah. I thought you guys were about to tell me like, nah, don't get it fucked up. It's a gas station, but they got the sandwiches. Yeah. No, this is a gas station sandwich. Why did I?
It's just that
There's
when
a deli, we passed 17 delis.
But that's what I'm about to say. When you're from New York City, you can't take nobody else's like what they say about sandwiches seriously. Like if you're from like the DMV, you can't tell me anything about a sandwich. I'm from New York City. I grew up in front of the deli. Like This sandwich is the best sandwich in the city right here. This one at the gas station, right next to Pump 6. I'm cool. I'm fucking cool, man. You can't tell me about a good sandwich and I'm from New York.
Which, I mean, I get South Jersey, there's not a lot there, but I was expecting it to be like some crazy shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
Shit is,
I get it.
7-Eleven with a bigger space.
It's the hangout for, the high school kids, college kids. They drive there, park up, listen to some music. Somebody go in there, get a beer or something, Let's eat some fucking turkey and cheese sandwiches all day.
And listen to Soulja Boy.
Yeah, and shoot a video.
Did anyone watch the Kanye West? I don't know if I'll call it.
Demaris is drunk, you all right?
Okay.
What were you even trying to do?
Just drunk shit. Drunk shit.
She's not even drunk.
I'm not even drunk. I haven't been drinking for a while, but I just went to. Just ignore me.
She's going through withdrawal. Hands get shaky.
I am. I'm doing a damn February, Maul. You want to do it with me?
What's damn February?
Damp. Well, not you.
Damp.
Rory, do you want to do it with me?
No.
What's damp February?
So instead of a dry, like how I did dry January, instead of a dry February, it's damp, which means I pick one day in February where I get to drink. So it's not all the way dry.
No, that's Valentine's Day. Okay.
But it's for my Galentine's gathering with the girls.
That's the 13th? What is the Galentine's?
Galentine. It doesn't matter. You could do it whenever, but we're doing it on the 15th.
The day after?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all want to talk about the niggas that didn't call, didn't send no flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Or that's just the Saturday.
Yeah. It's a Sunday too, though. It's the 16th.
No, we're going to do the 15th. But yeah, that's the only day this month I'm drinking. Rory, you want to try it? Just one day a month drinking?
No.
No, he wants to pick one day this month where he doesn't drink.
It's not true. Don't pay me that.
Not a flooded February.
Yeah. Where was like, okay, today we cutting off the hose.
No, it was Amara. I didn't have any moral stance on drinking less. It was my daughter's up at 6 a.m. and drinking does not coincide with that. Like you can't drink every day and wake up at 6 a.m. Like you gotta chill.
Yeah, you gotta drink some water and go to sleep. Yeah, absolutely.
So no, I won't do that. But I mean, I'll support you.
Well, thank you. January was easy, but February.
Can I FaceTime you during Galentine's? We ain't never FaceTime.
I'm gonna be with Kellen, Rocks, Penny, like be with the gang.
Yeah, but I'm saying I want to just FaceTime the ladies and say Happy Galentine's Day.
Wait, what? Can Maul go to Galentine's Day?
Is he a gal them?
What am I? What?
A gal them? Are you a gal?
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay, so no.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can say you are.
Not anymore. Anyway.
I like that. Not anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, the law is the law. But,
so they replaced Side Chick Day, which was the 15th, with Galentine's Day. That's what it is?
Yeah. I mean, side chicks are still going to do their thing, but none of us are side chicks.
I'm not calling you guys that.
Okay,
I'm saying
we're
the
also
15th used to be that.
I thought Side Chicks Day was always the 13th.
Oh,
it's always the Friday before Valentine's Day. But
that's what Side Chicks Day is?
Yeah. It's always the day before Valentine's Day usually.
I know, that's, No, you have two girlfriends. Like a side chick, you're not doing anything for Valentine's Day at all for her.
The day
if you have to do the 13th or the 15th, you have two girlfriends.
So what was Side Chicks Day?
Side chicks don't need Valentine's Day.
That's the day that the side chicks just created for some recognition. Nobody paying no side chicks no mind during Valentine's Day. Like the 13th, the 15th, the 16th. You get nothing. I'll speak to you Super Bowl Sunday and that's it. I'll speak to you in March.
Oh, no. What's happening? Oh, y'all, that's rough.
Yeah. It's rough being a side chick out here. For a real nigga. These lames, they make it easy.
Mo, you have to be in a relationship to have a side chick.
Who?
You.
Who made that rule up?
So what's she got to be on the side of something.
Yeah.
On the side of Mo.
On the side of this bed. On the side of me, yeah. On the left side, not by the door. You put them, by the window. Yeah.
That's fucked up. Putting a woman by the window is fucked up.
Intruder.
Yeah, because if the intruder comes in, he kills me first and then he kills her. So he's not going to kill me then leave. No, he's going to kill you too.
Kill me then leave?
You can sleep on that side if you want to, if that makes you feel better.
There's a specific serial killers that only go after the person that's first.
Yeah,
that they see.
Whoever's sleeping by the door, he gets killed and then the other one lives. No, we all die.
Just, hey, keep your mouth shut. I'm out of here.
You didn't see anything. It doesn't work like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, Galentine's Day should be fun.
It will be.
Did anyone watch the Kanye West interview / episode / I don't really know exactly what to call it.
I saw clips of it. I didn't sit and watch the entire episode.
I watched it. I really liked how it was shot. Like they had the whole projector. It was definitely shot really cool. I liked how they went in and out of the, I guess, interview to certain things Kanye was working on, old clips. Like it was definitely put together very well for that first episode.
I liked it. It didn't feel like it was overly produced. It felt like it was just like, yo, let's set up something right here. You know, just make your own rules. Like I like that type of vibe where it doesn't seem like it was too scripted. You know, we just had a chance to get Ye on camera for a few hours, shot a bunch of shit, and then, you know, we put it together. So I like that. They
played to Justin LeBoy's strengths, where Kanye just talks and then they cut to old footage or him in the studio.
Yeah.
And then LeBoy's like, yo, crazy. And then they cut, like, you know, they played to his strengths.
Don't do that.
That was hate, right?
That was hate.
You caught that, baby D? That was a little shot for Justin. Yo, what's up with you?
Wait, that was hate?
Yeah.
Can we reverse the footage to when the actual interview came out? That was hate. I was shitting on Justin LeBoy the whole time. That was the worst interview I ever saw in my fucking life. This I liked.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed what they put together. You didn't really get much outside of Kanye's stance on AI. I would say that was probably the biggest thing I took from it. Which we kind of predicted, he views it the way everyone shitted on samples in the beginning, and then that became the norm. Everyone shitted on auto-tune, and then that became the norm. He thinks AI is the same thing. It doesn't want to get left behind, which we expected from Kanye. I still think there's a drastic difference between it.
That's an incredibly drastic difference.
But Kanye is putting it in that same exact category. And I don't know, when the dust settles in 10, 15 years, we may look at it that way. I don't, but...
This entire Bully album is AI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not jacking it.
Well, he didn't outright say that, but you got that idea.
It's AI.
They were even like showing other verses that other people cut, and then Ye was like, yo, put my voice on it. And then it became Kanye.
Yeah.
Like,
see, that's a dangerous thing to play with, man. When you got an artist as dope as Kanye and as, you know, innovative and creative as Kanye, embracing that type of technology with the music, it's such a dangerous tone for other artists, because now your argument is, oh shit, Kanye just did it and he sold this many, he streamed this and he did. Now you can start pointing to that.
The snippets sound great.
Yeah, so it's just a dangerous thing for somebody like Kanye to like co-sign that.
He says he's by hand cutting every sample himself. He's producing everything by himself. He said he's going to bring Mike Dean back into the mix on the engineering side, but he did say this is Ye on the MPC cutting everything up. So we get that for the first time in a while, which I don't know if does that add any credence to it for you?
No, I mean, I understand that he still has a hand in the music, but to embrace, you know, vocally and the song, the lyrics, the music, for you to lean so heavily into the AI thing, I think is just dangerous for somebody like an artist like Kanye to do that, because again, we've seen him create such classic pieces of music and create such beautiful moments in music, to now embrace this technology where essentially it can get to a point where we don't even need the artist. It would just be a thing where people sign off on their likeness. You can use my likeness, but you never step in the studio, so we don't get real emotion, real soul, real like. I just think that's a dangerous thing for artists to embrace.
Well, then do we owe old heads an apology? Because I was even one of the younger people. You know, we watch Prince say, yeah, samples are cool, but when are we going to end up having the samples, sample to sample, sample to sample, which clearly has happened.
Yeah.
But there was so many people older than me that hated my favorite era of hip hop production, which is soul samples being chopped up, even to the point that they're extremely obvious and you're just adding a few snares to a record that's already been proven. But to me, it was amazing. To them, it was like, this is bullshit. This is going to ruin music. Then auto-tune came, and people even 3-4 years older than me thought it was awful. I was like, yeah, I fuck with auto-tune. Like, I think it's cool.
But it's still a difference, though.
I know, but did all these changes lead to now where we're at? For AI to be more acceptable? So maybe these people were right based off, like, I love what Just Blaze does, but there's so many people that were older that were like, bro, that's someone else's music. He's chopping that shit up. What the fuck? I was like, you can't see the art in that? That is the first step to getting here.
I think it's different, like, hearing that Beanie Sigel was going to use AI on his new music, because obviously, you know, he had such a change in his voice, his tone. But, you know, he's just using it to kind of sound like he did before.
Yeah.
But he's still writing. He's still actually laying down the vocals. They're just going to implement that technology to enhance his audio to sound similar to what it sounded like before his voice changed. I'm not mad at it there. in that sense, because he's actually still going in the booth. He's still writing. He's still like laying down bars, but just in the mix, you know, we got to tweak his voice, his vocals a little bit. I'm not mad at that. Yeah. When you say this artist didn't step in the booth at all
emotion.
And to me, that's like
connection is going on.
Yeah, it's like, all right, so we had a problem with posthumous albums.
Yeah.
Even though the artist actually laid that song down at one point, may not have laid it down to that music. They may have took those vocals and then put it on a new track.
Yeah.
But people hated that. This is beyond that. This is like, you mean he never even said that? He never even went in the booth and laid that down? To me, that's a problem. And somebody
it's Biggie duets if Biggie was alive.
Right. So to me,
just go do the duet.
Right. Like to me, somebody like Kanye, who's as influential as he is, probably the most influential artist in music, I just think it's dangerous for him to embrace that type of technology. Like
why I think it's extremely dangerous outside of everything that you just named is that it's probably going to be really good and you probably will feel emotion connected to it. I think Kanye is going to be really good at AI. The way that we watch some of like the Weeknd stuff and Drake and, you know, people on Twitter that were putting stuff up and we're like, this is getting close to good. Yeah. What y'all are doing, but we could still tell. I don't know if we would be able to tell with Kanye's album unless he told us, which he did in this episode. Like, that's how good I think he's going to be at it. Because Kanye, we wouldn't say is the most lyrical person ever, but his bravado and his delivery is what put him up there, why he could do Watch the Throne with Jay, because his energy is just like that. I think he's going to figure out a way to do that with AI.
And it's tricky.
And it's going to be so good that that's why it's going to be accepted, because it's like, yo, there's emotion in this shit.
Yeah.
This isn't just some straight AI Weeknd shit. That's emotion.
It's tricky with Kanye too, because he is actually still involved in the producing of the music. So technically it is Kanye. Like he's still on EP, he's doing those things. So it's like, it's him. But when you start talking about, you know, the lyrics, the vocals and things like that, and that's just all AI, I think this is where I start listening to country music, man.
Who says that's not going to be AI?
I don't know. See, I think that they keep that. They look like they protect their culture a little more than hip hop does.
Just from Beyonce, no one else?
Shabuzi didn't get nothing.
Yeah, Shabuzi ain't win none either, even though he should have.
Okay. From black people. I didn't want to be the one to say it. But.
Oh, okay, cool. Glad you cleared that one the fuck up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's the only people they protected from.
Well, Kanye did say he's not bipolar. He said he's autistic.
I think he's a little bit of both.
I think, you know, pick and roll. You need the screen to get the shot off. I get it. So are we surprised that he said he's autistic? Do we believe that he is really autistic, or we think this is Kanye just saying Kanye shit?
I'm not a medical professional. I'm kind of rolling with the fact that I think we've said before that we think he had a little bit of autism. No?
I think that was only news to Kanye West. Like when he was sitting there with Justin Moore, he's like, yeah, my wife came up to me and was like, you know, I've seen bipolar people, but that's not you. I think you might be autistic. And like you could see the bulb go up in Kanye's head. And I'm like, I was 13 when you came out and I could tell you was autistic.
Yeah.
This is just news to you. But I mean, I'm glad he's getting the help that he needs. And he didn't really touch too much into it. I did like the point he was bringing up of staying on medication, but how to balance that without losing your creativity. Because, you know, a lot of autistic or bipolar people that are super creative need their meds, but that can kind of comatose you and not keep you in the right state. So him finding that balance, I thought was a really important conversation that I hope he talks more about. Because there is, you know, some of our greatest creative people are autistic. And in this new world of big pharma, they're just trying to put everyone on every medication, period. And I'm not saying people don't need that, but you are taking away a lot of the genius that they have with doing so. So there does need to be a conversation how to balance that with creatives.
Has he ever taken the toad?
I think he lives in the toad, bro.
I would like to see Kanye take the toad, like see him after like a real like ayahuasca experience.
You know, with people that don't have like super ADHD, that Adderall makes them more focused and more hyper, and then people that actually have it, Adderall can actually calm them down because that's what it's supposed to do. I think the toad would turn Kanye West into a regular human being. I think he's in the toad.
Does he leave all of his...
every day. I think he would turn into like a regular guy.
Does he lose all of his superpowers as far as like artistically and music?
For the trip, I think he'd turn into like, you know, just a regular guy that works a 9-to-5 job. He like all the thoughts in his head he'd keep to himself because he knows those would be insane to say out loud.
Right.
So
because he's built on Kanye's being somebody who's built largely on ego. I think to be stripped of all ego after ayahuasca experience would just be interesting to see the type of person Kanye is.
Yeah, I would too. And I mean, not to make this a Drake thing, I forgot what interview he was talking about, which I thought was really interesting, that he said he didn't want to go into therapy because a lot of what would heal him that he needs to go to therapy for would take away a lot of the edge and the creativeness. Like he needs to have that shit that he needs to heal from to stay as creative as possible. Like going to therapy, I can't heal that right now. If I heal that, I'll lose a lot of shit that I need. Which I thought was a really, really interesting point in conversation. That's
dope that he recognizes that and understands that though. Like I need this thing, this ego thing. I need this fuels, this funds all of this.
Yeah, I guess it gets to the point, and not specifically to those two gentlemen, but the older you get, that will take a toll on you. And how many years, fuck your career. Like, how many more years can your body handle that type of shit? Because I mean, even mental health still affects your physical health too. If you're constantly having those type of episodes, it's going to take a toll on you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. And again, my only last takeaway from the Kanye thing on the negative side is a lot of the shocking, crazy shit that he was saying, he said 1,000,000 times. I think Kanye is going to have to find a new strategy of the shock and awe gimmick. I just said something insane. He didn't say anything that we haven't heard before. That's why I don't think it hit the same way that he thought. He used to do this all the time. It'd be insane. We'd be at the edge of our seat. Kanye is about to say this. He didn't say anything that we hadn't heard that wasn't shocking.
Well, we still got
That's
time.
why I feel like it didn't get in the algorithm the way Kanye usually does.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm here for Bully. I mean, the snippet sounded really, really good. I'll probably watch the Druski reality show before Bully, but
Druski, I like Druski, man.
I love Druski, man. He's so
Druski.
fucking funny.
He has a reality show, Could Have Been Love. Thank you to Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav, this is all.
Shout out to Delicious, New York.
Yeah. But I like this, man. Druski has leaned all the way into his character, his persona. He's entertaining. He's one of the few dudes that I probably would click on their skits and shit online. I think that he's genuinely a funny guy. So I'm looking forward to this to see what he put together.
So far, I mean, the trailer has Caleb from Sunday Conversation, who's hilarious via Barstool. If anyone hasn't watched that, I mean, I'm sure people have at this point. Who else were some of the bigger names that were in there?
Yeah, I'm seeing Meatball. That's Maul's girl from Baddies.
That's the homie right there, Meatball. That's my homie.
Dr. Umar.
Is it the homie though?
That's my homie.
Young
I fuck
M.A.
with Meatball.
Yeah, like y'all speak on a regular?
Nah, we never spoke, but that's my homie. I hold her down though. That's my nigga right there.
I hold it down.
I hold Meatball down. That's my nigga. Real talk.
So if she doesn't win love with Druski,
I'm
you're the second option.
I'm running down on Druski. If Druski kick her out, if he don't pick her up, Druski is beef.
I kind of want Young M.A. to win.
I don't think she was competing.
Nah,
I think she was
competing.
like
she's there
Druski's homie to judge some of the women.
She's there to like kind of spy on the women and figure out who's best for him.
Yeah.
I think that's her role in this. I don't think she's like trying to be who Druski falls in love with.
I can't wait to see what Dr. Umar say. Dr. Umar is
He's just trying to keep him away from the white powder.
He's
that's all.
so funny.
Well, in the trailer, that was the conversation.
Yeah,
And Druski was like, nah, I'm trying to get you to fuck some of these white bitches.
Yeah, like Dr. Umar, I get it, but nah, fam, you ain't seen some of the white women I've seen, bro. You tripping.
It was definitely an interesting cast, to say the least. I don't know if Druski has a type, per se.
No, Druski not have a type, man. Druski just having fun living life, man. But I do want to watch. When is this coming out?
I don't know if I saw an exact date.
I didn't see an exact date either.
But I do appreciate, like, in a world where Druski got so popular with the IG stuff and like the low budget, I love that he is actually focusing on putting together well-produced content at this point. Because I feel like so many people have lost that now because it's so easy to just turn on a camera and stream that we've lost like really well put together content. And to me, this is like, I know how this must have taken forever to really put together.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
And I feel like more people who do get famous off IG and stuff should, I mean, I know not everybody has worked as long as Druski has, but find a way to collab with these people like Tubi or like Zeus or these production companies where they're making these like low budget movies and stuff like that. People say all the time that they want to see their favorite creators like, oh, I will watch you in a TV show. Like, come up with it. Y'all have the creativity.
Yeah.
Go pitch these people for the money.
No, Druski, out of that whole Vine wave and just coming out of social media, he is a legitimate comedian.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Druski is.
Oh, so this is dropping the day before Valentine's Day, February 13th. Makes sense.
If this is a paywall, I'll pay for it. I want to binge it. Is it weekly? I know. In one day, I want to watch this in one fucking day.
I watch all 12 episodes in one day. Shout out to Druski though, man. I'm looking forward to this.
And not for nothing, I love Druski with white people.
Yeah.
Him with Theo Von is fucking hilarious. Him with Roll Tide, which I'm sure has some crazy blackface Facebook videos that will come out eventually.
Absolutely.
But for now, love
him.
I don't give
right
a
now.
piss about none but the Tide.
Exactly.
Him with Caleb, when they did their Sunday conversation, was hilarious. So I know their chemistry already is going to be great for this.
Yeah.
Druski and white people, they should do like a buddy cop movie. National Security.
A ride along type of thing.
That would
I
be
can see
funny.
that.
What is with production companies and putting a black guy and white guy together as cop partners? There's got to be like 50 of them at this point.
They work.
They all work.
Yeah, but you need that because if we pull over a white guy, I need a white guy there to kind of speak white. If we pull over a black guy, we need a black guy to kind of,
Yeah.
we need more of that.
Well, who was the first ever? Tupac and Jim Belushi?
I could promise you that was not the first.
Yo.
Was that Gridlock?
It was Clint Eastwood and the slave. Maybe cut that. I don't know.
Yeah, you wildin' today.
See, he can say slave, but not YN. See?
Wait, first of all, slavery happened and Clint Eastwood is 99 years old. So
he knows a little bit about that.
To say those two things couldn't exist.
Oh, man.
Anyways, not to dampen the mood per se, but to celebrate the life of, in my opinion, one of the greatest A&Rs of all time, one of the greatest execs hip-hop has ever had
Without a doubt.
ever seen. I think the answer to why music has been suffering lately is because we don't have men like Irv Gotti who are in those offices and in those studios and fighting for their artists the way he did. Rest in peace to one of the greatest that we have ever had. I don't even know where to begin on Irv Gotti's accolades. He created and had a hand in the soundtrack of my entire life. This was a big, big, big hit. Condolences to Chris, to Ricky, to Kyle, to his whole family. Condolences to everyone that was at Def Jam with him, Murder Inc. I know everyone is hurting today. Irv, what more do you say about someone like Irv Gotti?
Yeah, Irv is he's the prototypical hip hop. I don't want to say historian, but he's one of those guys in our culture that you go back to the beginning and then you watch the transition and when hip hop started to become this worldwide phenomenon. And Irv Gotti has his fingerprints on that moment.
The second wave of Def Jam. I mean, you start obviously with Rick Rubin and Russell. We don't need to say what that from Beastie Boys, LL, Run, created the first real hip hop label. They were hurting at one point.
Yeah.
Once that started to fade a
It
bit.
kind of tapered off.
And then you had Leor and Kev come in, who are absolute legends as well, that deserve every bit of credit that they do get. But if you don't have Irv Gotti, I don't think Def Jam even gets to 2010. If you don't have him bringing in Rough Riders, having a huge hand in bringing in Rockefeller, and then starting Murder Inc. right after that, the big three that kept Def Jam and that legacy alive.
Yeah.
I don't know if Def Jam still has the same iconic logo the way we view it without that wave that Irv Gotti, I'll almost say damn near single-handedly with his vision of like, no, you need to fuck with Rough Riders.
Yeah.
X, this makes no sense to you. Yeah, I promise you.
Yeah.
This will work. This depressed drug addict, people want to hear from this. This will be a monster.
He just was somebody that was always in tune and, had a fingerprint on the pulse of what was going on, what was next in hip hop. Legendary songs, legendary albums, legendary artists, from the greatest ever to, some of the biggest acts. Everybody had a relationship with Irv. Everybody has worked with Irv at some point or another. And, it's just sad that we lost another one of our giants in our culture so young. You say 54, I believe he was. It's just sad. We lost legendary DJ Clark Kent a few months ago. Mm-hmm. Now we lose Irv Gotti. So yeah, it's just, it's a sad time, but we want to be grateful for everything that Irv has given us, has left with us, has definitely, pushed us forward as far as us, meaning the culture of hip hop. And, we want to send prayers and condolences to his family, everybody that he worked with, everybody that he impacted in one way or another. I'm sure everyone is affected by this. This is a big, big loss in our culture, and there will never, ever be another figure as big, as important, as legendary as Irv Gotti. So prayers to Irv Gotti, prayers to his family, and we thank you for everything that you've given us and left with us in this culture.
Yeah. I was having a conversation with someone last night, like Irv, just based off his personality, kind of overtook a lot of what his accolades were behind the scenes. Like Irv had that personality where you either love him or hate him. Like he had that type of bravado shit too. Mm-hmm. I don't know if there's been very many execs and music men that have done it at the highest caliber. Mm-hmm. Outside of Irv, and I'm, in the hip hop world, Irv, L.A. Reid, mm-hmm. Jermaine Dupri, Jay-Z, that list is very short mm-hmm. of the people that did exec and producer on the creative side mm-hmm. at the highest level on both sides.
Right.
Irv is on a very short list in hip hop and R&B that mm-hmm. is a music man and an executive.
And it's funny when you
huge executives, and then I know good music, but you're not a music, like you can't get in there with an ASR, and if we need a hit, the CEO is going in to get us a hit.
No, he's a music guy. Talking about starting out DJing, and being in those places around those artists on the come up and being able to identify the next star. That takes a certain talent, that takes a certain gift to be able to identify somebody that you know is going to be great. Because you could all say, this person's amazing, and then it turns out like, it wasn't really what we thought. But you look at Irv Gotti's track record of the people that, he brought to the labels and produced and worked with and what they've done. Like you said, there's not many on that list that have done what Irv Gotti was able to accomplish in such a short time. So,
and even, people from that 2000s era, a lot of people disappeared. Gotti stayed, got a whole deal with BT, did Tales. Like mm-hmm. he also had a second run as well mm-hmm. and in a whole different department, which I think just speaks to his creative. So and prayers to Ja. Like I always loved that through this whole business, from the outside looking in, of every crew that broke up, everyone that had problems with everyone, Ja and Irv stayed brothers up until yesterday and continued on. Like it was always beautiful to see those two, no matter what, were always moving together. Mm-hmm. Like that's a very rare thing. Yeah. There's no real there's ups and downs with Murder Inc. There's ups and downs with everyone else. Mm-hmm. Ja and Irv, like that was a true friendship that you could look at. So
unfortunately, the business that, of hip hop, it does break a lot of relationships and brotherhood. Yeah. But it is, dope to know that him and Ja always remained what they started as, which was brothers. I'm pretty sure Ja has had some moments where he wanted to strangle Gotti, like, yo, what are you doing?
Irv definitely doesn't seem like the easiest person.
But it is beautiful to see that the brotherhood remained intact throughout the years. So again, rest in peace to the legendary, iconic Irv Gotti. Prayers and condolences to his family. Rest well.
For sure. Do we have voicemails?
You've got mail.
Yeah, Rory, we got 2 of them.
Okay. How's our Valentine's Day situation going? I'm
collecting them. Well, actually, Josh is collecting them. We're going to see. Mm-hmm. We're going to see how they're coming. But I want to let a couple of them build up,
I went back and listened to the one from last episode. I think Maul was hating. Once I put the AirPods in, like, homie was kind of talking.
You wanted him to talk to you in your ear? Like,
yeah, he had homie talking in his ear and all that.
Wow.
I had to hear the mix.
Ride my tongue, sweetness.
Yeah.
What?
But you guys, so when I thought about it later, you guys didn't even get the entendre of he was comparing me to a fine wine. And when you're drinking wine and really trying to taste it, it does kind of ride your tongue a little bit. The wine does. So like, I get where he was going with that.
Demaris, that nigga is going to kill you if you ever link up with him. He's a serial killer calling into a podcast.
I wouldn't say serial. Serial means you have to kill like 4 or 5 in a row.
Oh, you know him? He didn't kill nobody yet?
What if you were his fifth that made him the serial?
Yeah, like, I wouldn't say. You don't know this nigga. What are you talking about?
Well, anyway, we'll see. I don't want to scare off anybody.
Wait, so what
else.
if you kill 3 random people? You just
Not serial. You're just a killer.
no, you're a serial killer.
Well, it has to be in a certain amount of time next to each other.
I
So,
feel like if you randomly kill one person, I know the definition of serial isn't that, but by 2, you're a serial killer.
No, has to be 3. I think 3 or more.
I love the fact that we're like, how many did he kill? Nah, not serial.
But if you randomly kill somebody, to me, that's serial killer shit.
Yeah, I think that's assassination as well, too. According to y'all. No, he was killed. He wasn't
Because you
assassinated.
sleep closest to the door, you'll be assassinated and Shorty will live.
And she'll be killed.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
All right, well, let's get to this voicemail.
Baby D, I think me and you should get together. Fuck it. I'm not really into no spoken word, none of that shit. Like, I think you're fire. Like, when you put the red hair on, it do something to a nigga. But the eyes is crazy. I think your aura amazing. And me and you should just be dating. Like, there's a little rhyme right there. But yeah, like me and you, I could really catch your remedy. I'm just trying to vibe. Like,
What's your
see
remedy?
what you really about. You know?
3 syllables.
And just make you laugh and make that ass jiggle, baby. I miss you, baby. D love you.
What the fuck is going on?
You know who that is.
He was talking that
He said
talk.
he missed you. Who is that? You know that. See, that you always
I don't know
know.
that
When he
nigga.
call into your job, leaving voicemails, now you don't know.
I don't know him.
Sometimes when you feel like you was together with someone in a past life, you missed them.
Yo, that nigga say, yo, he just trying to catch a vibe, laugh, make that ass jiggle. Niggas be horny out here. Yo, calling and leaving a voicemail.
I will say, this Valentine's Day special is going to be insane. Off the 2 teasers we had with the poem and then just the regular Riz voicemail,
Yo,
they set the bar pretty high.
baby D, what's up?
Sir, that's not how you talk to a lady. Like,
That's how he giving it up. He say he wants you to be his remedy. Nigga ain't never told you to be his
yeah,
remedy.
your
baby.
remedy mean you sick though. Like,
Yeah, so he's sick. He loves
not
sick.
loves
healing.
sick.
I'm not healing no more niggas.
He loves
He
it.
loves sick. He said he wants you to me. What's up?
How many of you healed?
We'll talk about it another
Are they
day.
still healed though?
Yeah, they healed.
Baby D, what's up? He said he miss you.
I don't know him.
Now you don't know
I
him.
really don't know. I feel like you my nigga now. I don't know that. Like, I don't know him. Like, stay off my phone. I don't know that nigga. He lying on
All right,
me.
out of
like,
last week's voicemail and
Yo.
this one, can he get in the car with Demaris? Remember, we're going to have a GoPro. I'm going to have a gun.
We don't have no choice. He's getting in the car. If he sees Baby D in the car, he's getting in. He laid the law down.
He's driving.
I miss you.
He's
I
gonna throw
love
me
you.
out.
Yeah, like he's like, what's up, Baby D? He applying pressure. Y'all like when a nigga step up and, you know what I mean? Y'all like that, right?
I gotta know you. I feel like I'm on Love is Blind because I don't know what any of these people look like.
That's all right.
They get engaged in one day.
Yeah. You should be on This Is Love is Blind. This is our version of Love is Blind. He
power
gonna leave a
version.
voicemail based on what he say. You're like, all right, I'll give him a shot. I think with this gentleman, you don't have no choice. You have to give him a shot. Like he's letting you know he loves you and he misses you. He want to make that ass jiggle. And
I'm easy to love though. Like, why should I love you back? That's really the question. It's easy to love me. You saying you love me is not like he loves me. Everybody loves me. Like, why should I love you back?
Gentleman, sir, what's his name?
You just are going to let her say she's easy to love. You're just going to go over that.
You love me, don't you?
Yeah, it's just really difficult.
Yeah, I do. But
Yeah, no, I'm
shit is
speaking
a
from
lot.
experience. Like, your text message on Do Not Disturb all the time. There's no reciprocity. Like,
There's no reciprocity.
you don't even text back. It's hard.
That don't mean I don't love you.
I'm always confused and in limbo.
I show
because
you I
won't
love
text
you
back.
in different ways. I don't gotta text you back. A
Well,
text don't
this
mean
gentleman, you gotta respond to. So
Well,
If you don't text him back, he's showing up to your door.
yeah.
I'm just going to chalk it up to the game. Like,
They
maybe
like
she's
that
sleeping.
energy though. They like that energy. When you show up.
there are other
They say that till they show up. On Twitter, they be like, yo, that's so sexy. Until he at your front
Stop
door.
asking me how my day was and come make it. Well, he gonna come make your day.
Yeah.
Like, cause y'all love getting that. Yeah, women love getting that off on social media. Stop asking me what you doing and come do it. All right, well, he's coming to do it.
He's gonna make the cops quota too.
Yeah,
in their day.
Yeah, he's coming. He's letting you know.
I will see what other entries we have, but thank you, young man, for having so much gall and audacity.
45 years old.
He older than you, young man.
Nah, that's a YN. He said, I'm just trying to catch a vibe for real. He 22.
Yeah, that's a nigga that sit in and smoke and play Grand Theft Auto all day.
Yeah.
And then hope that his parlay hit.
What was my era's version of I'm trying to catch a vibe?
You would just send a playlist of music.
That is romantic, at least.
Yeah.
No,
that's better than I'm trying to see your ass jiggle. Let's catch a vibe and smoke.
What was
that's
catch
real.
A
that's
vibe?
valid. That's valid.
Chill? Was it chill?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Before
lituation. Yo, come through so we can make a lituation.
Like a zoovie.
Like it was, I'm trying to think right before like Netflix and chill. What was that? I forgot what I
We chilling. We cooling.
Yeah.
We cooling.
Yeah.
See, my shit. See, I'm older.
Yeah, we lamping.
What was yours?
My shit was y'all. I got open crib. Open crib? You niggas don't know when open crib. Mom said she was going out of town.
When you were younger,
oh my God,
the prudest of girl on earth would never turn down the I have the open crib.
Open crib?
Any girl showing up to I have the open crib.
Oh my God, I remember open crib.
And then your homies always want to be there kicking it. Move.
Nah, the homies could come through, but it's like, we know who we was waiting for to pull up. She pull up with two of hers. It's lit. Open crib. That was a time, boy.
I can't wait to tell your mother the next time I see her.
My mom, she know. You think my mother don't know me? Shit. My mom
it wasn't.
know.
The open crib was cool, but it was the friend with the cool mom.
Mm-hmm.
And no, you was in the Bronx. So you guys didn't have basements. The friend with the cool mom or the girl with the cool mom that had a basement.
You think we're gonna have basements in the Bronx?
Not where you was living.
Well, we
it was definitely like the fourth floor. No, the basement was where the laundry was and you could get killed. Like, no, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah. You know the type of basement.
And I'm not even saying like the finished basement, but at least there was some form of a carpet down there. You could all kick it in the basement. There was somewhat of a TV at least.
That's why I love Queens girls growing up.
All the
Queens girls had houses. Like, yo, wait, so this is all, your parents don't even come down here?
So when No, first of all,
it's just us?
First of all, they live on the third floor. There's tenants on the second floor. And then the basement was there. That's how it was. And when you had shorty that had the cool mom, there was a whole different entrance to that basement.
Yeah.
You could come and go as you please. The cool mom girl was typically a whore. Now she's a loving mother of 6, but in high school.
Damn, that is so accurate. Wow, that's very accurate, Rory.
All right, so Baby D, we don't know if you're going to take this young gentleman's offer up and go on a date.
We don't know. I have to listen to the other people who are competing.
Where's he at with the last dude? Is he like number 1 or
he number 2? I really like Poem. Poem gave creativity.
Yo, but he told you, he's like, yo, he gave you one bar that kind of rhyme. He said that kind of rhyme a little bit, so there you go. He got straight to the shit.
I could tell that you're not gonna put that much effort in. You think you have a winning personality. You think your personality is gonna win me over. That's what he thinks is gonna happen.
Is he a representation of this new generation of men that think they should be chased? Like he's not gonna put any effort. She'll just come to me type of vibe.
Yeah, it's
No, he's not. He's running down on you. He's not. You don't got to chase this.
But he don't look like he running. He look like he gonna walk down. Like he gonna be like, yo, what's up? Like
he high, Baby D.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay.
I like passion. I like you to be present in the moment, like not you just sitting up there chilling eyes though. Like
he say he trying to make your ass jiggle.
Exactly. You're worried about the wrong things. What about making the crinkles in my eyes go up when I smile?
What about having her mind jiggle?
That's I feel
a
like
seizure.
That actually makes your brain bleed.
Yeah,
I think it's the definition of a concussion.
That's a seizure.
Yeah, that's a seizure. We don't want that to happen.
Well, we'll see.
Never mind. I take
Next episode, we'll see who else has submitted. But do we have another voicemail? You caught me off guard with that one. I didn't know
we were
he fucked
previewing
Baby
more.
D whole vibe up. Yeah, good.
I was ready to give some bad advice.
Yo, what's up, Pod? Rory, Maul, Demaris, Peach. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all killing it. Y'all doing God's work out here.
No, I'm not.
2 things I want to say. So the first one is a question. The second one is a statement. My question is, make pretend it's your birthday, right? It's the best night of your life. You got front row, Madison Square Garden. You, your friends, your family in the building. It's your night. Everybody's there to celebrate you. You get to choose 3 artists to come out that night and perform in front of like everybody. 25 song set list, 30 song set list from all of them. Who's your opener? Who's your middleman? Pause. Mega pause. And who's your closer? Who's gonna, just finish the night off for you? And
Like
that's a good question.
Mm.
Who's the opener? Who's the middle act? And who's the closer? 25 song set?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I got mine.
Damn, I wish I would have heard this before. This is a very tough one.
Really? Mine is easy.
I'm just basing it off of shows that I've actually been to that I was like, that was great. Opener. Damn.
I'll do mine first and give you guys some time.
Opener could be Usher.
Okay.
I'll let Usher be the opening act.
Do you think Usher is going to be okay with that?
I mean, it's my night. It's my night. Like he has.
How
no
are you
choice.
going to pitch to Usher that he's the opener?
I'm like,
Like, yo, when people coming in, whatever, you can set the vibe.
yo, yeah, like you can set the tone.
They finding their seats.
Because it's tough to follow that. Usher, the roller skates. It's tough to follow up the roller skates.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
So you go Usher, opening act. Middle, I would. I'll probably put Drake as the second act.
Okay.
And I would probably end the night with
You not picking Jay is insane to me. Come on now.
25.
Jay to close though?
Yeah, that's you close the highest. You close on a high.
Actually, Jay would be my closer.
Yeah.
As long as he ends with Reasonable Doubt with the orchestra.
Okay. I like that 3. I would probably just switch up the order.
Who would open? Jay?
I think Jay would open, Drake to Usher.
Usher would close.
Yeah.
Oh, you trying to go home with something?
Yeah. Reasonable Doubt, one of my favorite shits ever. You think I want to end the night with Can I Live?
Nah, you don't end with
You
Can
would
I
though.
Live?
But Rory, let's be real. You would though. Like in
I
real
would,
life.
but it's my night and I want to leave with something. Like, I think Usher would close that night out the way I would like to leave the arena and the vibe of the arena at that time.
So you want to start R&B.
Okay.
Then you get into Drake because he got records all over R&B, rap, dance.
And then go into rap.
You get into all of that shit.
That's why Jay would get us the vibe going, and then Drake can
But he
do
got a lot
rap
of features.
and R&B.
Because Jay gonna bring B out.
Wait, we had no stipulations to this?
25 songs. You picked the 25 songs.
Okay. So it's his Fade to Black tour to open.
No, I'm just saying, in that set, we would have Beyonce come out, do some of their joints together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bring Mary, have her do the joints they got.
I don't know if that's fair. That's a lot. But I mean,
25 songs. If I get to pick the set,
Mm-hmm.
you niggas is crazy if you think Beyonce and Mary not coming out on that set. Absolutely.
Are they free?
Like, I got to pay them for that?
No, I mean, like, are they available?
I think B will be available that night. Yeah,
She make herself free
she's
for
not
Malls,
doing it.
for Malls Day.
Yeah, it's my night. Come on out and perform.
And what's funny, it's not even like your birthday. It's Malls night.
It's just my night. It's
No,
not
that's
my
what he said.
birthday.
He said, imagine it's your birthday.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just saying it was
Oh, yeah, my
your day.
birthday? Oh, yeah, she got to come out for that.
Of course, man.
Yeah, she's been on.
Mine would be Bruno Mars open,
Shit,
Beyonce,
I got something to do. On your birthday.
Beyonce middle, and then Bruno Mars open, Janet Jackson in the middle, Beyonce close, but also doing some of her J features.
I ain't gonna lie. While Bruno opening, I'm at the concession stand. Let me go get
Whatever, nigga. It's not your birthday.
what we
It's
doing?
not your night.
birthday. I got to go to your birthday party, right?
You ain't been to none of the other ones.
You ain't had no birthday. I took you. I was with you on one of your birthdays.
All
That's a
right.
fact.
Well, see, baby, yo, stop doing that, yo, because you be trying to paint me as this nigga that don't fuck with you. Stop doing that.
I be trying to bet.
Stop,
No, you
stop
don't
doing
fuck
that.
with me.
I do
don't
fuck
gotta
with you.
pay.
Because you talking about, I took you out for your birthday
No.
in LA.
No.
That's a
We
fact.
were in LA. Me and Rory went out. You happened to come.
See, usually I like to shit on Wall. That's not what happened.
crazy.
That's
Yo,
not what happened.
That is crazy.
No,
I went out knowing it was your birthday and we're going out. I was in my hotel room getting dressed like, yo, we going out for baby D's birthday.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
What the fuck?
I
Like,
didn't
yo,
know.
that's crazy.
Yeah. No,
Yo, that
Wall
is
was fully involved in that entire
That was back when you fucked with me, though. That was 2022. Nigga, it's in 2025. I'm about to be 31 this year.
Yeah, but what?
Have you asked me what I'm doing for my birthday? No.
What you doing for your birthday?
Nothing. I don't have any plans and any friends, so I don't have anything.
You got friends. You go to Galentines. What are you talking about?
That's February.
Yeah, but that means you have friends.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
after Galentine's Day, they're going to fall out because that's what women do. And
Somebody's gonna get a boyfriend. Somebody's gonna go back to the nigga y'all said on Galentine's Day. Do not go back to that nigga. 3 weeks later, what you doing, girl? This nigga came over and we went to dinner and this nigga ain't leave. It's been 3 days. He's still here.
He's a different person now.
He's changed. He's
2025. Knew him like
he's in therapy.
Like,
niggas love to go to therapy.
I believe him.
So Bruno, Janet Jackson, Beyonce.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text Baby D and ask for the set list and like what time everyone's coming on. Then I'll be like, yo, you want to do a pregame and then we'll get there for Janet?
Yeah. Let's get there for Janet.
Niggas is haters.
Yeah.
Let's get dinner before. Like we'll get right when.
Yo, we be right down the street. Like we won't get dinner first and come over there.
Let me 15 minutes before Janet.
That's cap. If
no,
Bruno
I would definitely go see Bruno. Of course, I would go see Bruno.
Absolutely, we talking shit.
All right, Rory, who's yours?
I'm trying not to repeat because I would steal a lot of what you guys have.
Scarface. Scarface opening. Lil Wayne in the middle.
Wait, did he put dead or alive? Like, are we allowed to do dead people?
No dead people.
Y'all got Beyonce coming out on Jay's set from All Day, and we can't just make a hypothetical?
Well, both of them are still alive.
I know,
thankfully.
But at this point, that's a version of a hypothetical, so I feel like dead people should be able to come.
Dead people is a completely different hypothetical.
Yeah.
All right, fine. So Tupac to open. He's in Cuba. I would start the night with D'Angelo.
Okay.
Set the tone.
Well, R&B.
Yeah. I would then go. Fuck, you guys took so many of mine.
So then do one of ours.
No, you could. Yeah, you could take another artist. We only picked some of the greatest artists ever.
I would go D'Angelo. I would put. This would be risky because he'd probably go over his time. Kanye as a middle could get really risky.
Oh shit! See, once you start putting,
but I don't want him to close the night out because it'd fuck up the vibe when he starts ranting.
Yeah.
Or it could be like to the girl that I'm talking to, like, yo, it's probably time to leave. He talk about Facebook and shit.
Yeah, but I feel like that's better as an ender because if you put Kanye in the middle ranting, that's gonna fuck up the vibe.
Yeah, pussy dry.
Okay. If Beyonce is the closer, I think Kanye would respect that Beyonce's time was coming. And they would do this summertime shit. Or what's the record that they have? That Cole, Andre 3000.
We like to party.
Yeah. That would get us into the Beyonce set. And I feel like Kanye would respect it.
No, Drunken Love remix. Drunken Love remix with Kanye is one of my favorite. Oh, I love it so much.
And I would combine that Kanye set, since you guys said we could just bring anyone in. It would be a Watch the Throne mashup into the Beyonce set. Lift Off would close it. And then we'd get into some On the Run 2 shit.
So you said D'Angelo, Kanye, Beyonce?
Mm-hmm. That would be for like an arena.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the bathroom when D'Angelo's on.
Yo.
Get that out the way early.
First of all.
That line is going to be long.
You guys got to bring in all the people affiliated. If D'Angelo's there, I don't get all the Soulquarians. He doesn't bring out Badu. He doesn't bring out Maxwell. He doesn't bring out the Roots. He doesn't bring out
He's the opener. He's not the main act. So no, he's not bringing out the Roots. And
he only got 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought he had 25 fucking songs.
No, it's only, you have it's a total of 25 songs. So it'll probably be 5.
Yo, giving D'Angelo a medley is crazy.
Don't do that. See?
I'm just
saying. I can't fuck with you.
What you mean? I'm just saying.
If you hating on legends, I don't like it.
I'm just saying if you got 15 minutes, no, D'Angelo's a legend. I'm just saying if he only gave him 15 minutes to do 25 songs.
He would do
it's a medley.
He would just do the Really Love song off the last album. I think that song is 25 minutes. I think that song is 25 minutes long.
Rory,
you don't think D'Angelo would be a cool opener?
Nah, I'm lying. For my open, I'm gonna go Andre 3000, but only New Blue Sun. You gotta perform that.
Demaris, I'm gonna text you and say, yo, let's figure out when Maul's second act is coming on.
Yeah.
Let my man 3 Stacks get the opening, man. You know me play the flute, man.
We're gonna be on the floor. I'm gonna tell Maul to save me a seat. I'll be there soon.
Yeah.
I never want to do Andre 3000 hate, but shout out to the Grammys for fixing their mistake. You guys got it right.
What did they do?
Should have never fucking nominated that goddamn album.
Yeah, they were wilding.
Wait, how did they fix that after the Grammys is over?
They didn't even brought it up. Just let's brush that mistake under the rug.
Really?
There was no Andre 3000 talk on the red carpet. No one was like, "Who do we think 3 Stacks is gonna win?" They just shut up.
Yeah. So what did they say post the Grammys? Did they release a statement? So why do you say they cleaned it up?
They talked about everyone that was nominated but him.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
Not an
knew
official
that
cleanup.
she shouldn't have been nominated.
That
3
was
Stacks was
wild.
sitting there like, huh?
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with y'all?
All right. Well, Super Bowl Sunday is this weekend.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm gonna go to New Orleans tomorrow.
My guy, he will be in New Orleans
You
for the
are?
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Any predictions?
I tried to budget it, and Loyan sent me a very long description that
for
this
all-
would not boo hop.
But for all of them, not. Later, we'll talk.
You know, anytime it's time to party, hang out, Baby D trying to be there.
That's not true. I'm not even drinking this month.
You would be drinking if you went to New Orleans. Cut
Yeah,
the shit,
I
Baby
would-
D. Who
I
you think
would.
you talking to?
You
What's she talking
would be staying in an Airbnb with me and Jay Electronica.
Oh, I need alcohol just to survive.
Predictions. My heart says the Eagles. My money is on Kansas City. But I would like to see Jalen Hurts and Saquon
Yeah, I'm gonna lean into the storybook ending. I'm going with the Eagles.
going with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Going with the
Would you
Eagles.
put your money on the Eagles though?
No, God no.
Okay.
I would put my money on the Chiefs.
Baby D.
I'm going with the Eagles, but I wouldn't put money on it either.
We don't have to ask Mr. Kansas City himself who he's going for.
Who you going for?
Giants
Danny?
fan, man.
He said the Eagles.
Get the fuck out of here. You believe Peach if you want to. He ain't going for no fucking Eagles. That's Kansas City through and through right there. You kidding me?
What type of New Orleans activity should I get into? Should I go full like ratchet, Rory, or should I be reserved? What do you guys think?
I think you should do whatever your heart desires.
I'm
If
gonna
you
be
want to get drunk on Bourbon Street and pass out in your own vomit, go ahead and do that shit.
You got a single coming out, like party. Fuck it.
Nah, I'm gonna be with someone that doesn't want to be seen. So I think I'm probably flying to New Orleans to stay in an Airbnb and then flying back home as if I were still in New Jersey.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Good time. Watch the game in the crib.
They'll probably go to the game. I'm watching that game in the Airbnb.
Yeah.
You couldn't get tickets?
I'm not gonna ask. So
I get it.
if somebody says, "Yo, you want to roll?" Yeah, I already have my outfit laid out and picked out. It's ironed and everything.
Got your jersey?
Yeah, and I even have like the laminate that's empty with the pass. So I can just put the pass
Put it in there. Yeah, yeah. Prepared. You
It's
gotta be
already
prepared.
there.
Yeah.
But I am gonna play coy on the couch, like, "Oh, what do you? Oh,
What do you guys
oh,
doing
you're
today?
going with Hove and B? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, let me know how I should like."
Yeah.
You know, like if they be like, "Oh, there's a spot," like
There's one more?
just like when we go through like the door, just stay really close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have my fit ready.
I did that for it's funny that you said that. I did the same exact thing for All-Star Weekend. I want to say that was 2001. Whenever the year they was in
Fuck about 9/11.
whenever it was February of 9/11, I believe. I think
Should
it was
have anticipated it.
the year that it was in DC. That's exactly how I got in the game. I literally took, God bless, somebody have been Aaliyah that snuck me in because she was with Dame at the time.
Mhm.
And I like just walked right next to Aaliyah and we kind of like just went through security together. I didn't have a ticket. But like we was all in DC together and they was just like, yo, fuck it, we mobbing. I was like, word? Fuck it. I'm young, dumb, didn't think about, yo, if they stop me, what I'm gonna do? Walk back to the hotel?
Yeah.
But we all got in and had a good time.
Yeah, I feel like 2001 All-Star Weekend things have changed post 9/11.
Yeah.
I don't know with Jay-Z being a partner with the NFL if I'll be able to finagle, just grab the back of Jay Electronica's shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna work at the Super Bowl.
I mean, it worked All-Star Weekend for me, but the Super Bowl is a whole different animal.
I don't want to put Peach on blast though, but he's done some Photoshop things back in the day. Statute of limitations has passed
Yeah.
of some shows he's gotten into. If I get a quick peek at what that pass looks like and I hit Peach,
Yeah, he can make it happen.
I might find a little print shop in New Orleans and
Yeah, make it
you
happen.
know, swap it out.
Yeah, put a security vest on. It's all good.
Yeah, okay.
All hands on deck.
Julius gonna come from out of nowhere and tackle your ass to the ground. Don't play.
Julius knows me.
Come on, that's big roar.
I've been in Dykeman with Julius. Like, come on.
I thought you were about to say I've been indicted with Julius. I'm about to be like,
Oh, fuck y'all got going on.
you're like, what? You just
Being indicted with Julius
I'm about to say you just want to throw that
crazy.
out right now. Like, word? Okay, that's what's up.
That's funny. Well, yeah, this was fun. I will be in New Orleans minding my business.
Yes.
And maybe having some fun. Do you have Super Bowl party plans? Where are you watching?
Nah, man. I mean, one of my boys does have a Super Bowl party at his house that he's trying to do, but I don't know if I'm gonna go yet. But that'll probably be the only thing I go to.
Demaris?
I'm having a party, but so far it's just me. I only invited me.
Thank God I'm going to.
It's just you, baby D?
Yeah,
Going to New Orleans.
I only invited me. It's just gonna be me watching the game.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna make some sliders.
Mm.
Or maybe I should just
Unless
make one
somebody
burger,
slide.
being that it's just me.
Yeah, if it's just you don't need nobody else to slide. So just make one big ass burger, baby. Just stop playing. Over there playing sliders. It's just you. Ain't nobody going back to that tray to get that other little ass burger, man. Go eat that. Take all that.
You never know, man.
Take all that ground beef and put that shit together. One big ass burger, baby D. Fuck it.
I mean, shit. What'd you guys do last year? Year before we all spent together. At my crib.
Last year was who?
Last year,
It was Kansas City, right?
3 years ago?
yeah, Kansas City, and
When did we do it at
Was it
my
the
house?
Eagles?
That was the Dr. Dre, Snoop, Kendrick.
that was 2022.
Then it was Usher, Rihanna. Oh, shit. The years have passed. I
Yeah,
have no idea what
Usher, which was last year. I had a Super Bowl party. Me and Alex did. The year before that was Rihanna. I was home. And then the year before that was Dr. Dre and them.
Yeah, so it was Kansas City, San Francisco last year.
Oh, San Francisco.
Well, everyone
Well,
have
good
a
luck,
safe.
man, in New Orleans. Be safe out there.
I did All-Star Weekend out there one time. That city's not designed for these type of weekends. Like
So Super Bowl is a whole
if
different
it's not
animal.
on foot,
Yeah.
no fucking way you can get anywhere.
Well, be safe out there. Have
yeah,
a good time. Tell Jay I said hello. Send my
You know who
love.
to be with.
Yeah, talk to us. What up?
We're not leaving that Airbnb.
No, Jay's definitely not. But anyway, everybody be safe, be blessed, enjoy each other, love each other, and just appreciate each other while we still have each other, man, because tomorrow's not promised. And, every time we have such a huge loss in our culture like Irv Gotti, it's kind of reminding of that, of just enjoying our time together and be legendary while you're here. Try to be legendary, because that's exactly what Irv Gotti was. So we'll talk to y'all soon. Be safe, be blessed. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.